Okay, we're going live. There we go.
Oh no, I'm not ready.
That's fine. So upgrading to a new router, which allows the actual speed that I am supposed to be getting, because I didn't realize, my brain completely omitted to my active brain that my internet speed should be 150 megabits download when I was getting just 100. So
okay.
my router was not able to do that. I also got a new Ethernet cord, and so now I'm pulling everything, and like it's much better.
Good.
I'm very happy.
I'm here.
Yes, I see.
He's
That's
there.
Right, the creepy flesh basement. I forgot about
It's
that.
not.
Yeah.
It's not just flesh.
It's also meat.
It's also
Yeah.
meat and also fur.
Hmm.
But yeah, let me just quickly, while you guys are getting yourselves all set,
Yes.
I will look up Idris Elba movies, because
Yeah, that'll help.
I don't know what you might have seen him in. Do you
Because
remember
I'm not really much of a movie person, right?
Right. Do you? Oh, you've seen Pacific Rim, right?
Nope.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Who is he in Pacific Rim?
he is the main leader guy, I believe, in Pacific Rim. He is.
Does
give me
he
a second.
punch a monster in the face?
I think he does at some point. I don't remember.
Oh, then I should have remembered him.
Hold on. Let me find who he was in Pacific Rim.
What was he in the specific rim, though?
That's a good question. Pacific Rim IMDb. There we are. He was. If IMDb would load. Man, if IMDb would load. There you are. Hello. He was Stacker Pentecost. I don't know who that is in the movie, but okay.
What the
I thought he punched a robot at one point. He was in the suit, I thought. Yeah, he gets in the suit. Anyway, here, Aiden, for your memory, you can go look at that.
Thank you. I will do so in just a bit.
Yeah. Take your time. I'm trying to figure out what. So he was going to. He was the main character. If you ever saw the trailer for The Dark Tower.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't watch movies, so don't worry about it.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out. But anyway, he's the voice of Knuckles in Sonic 2. So
Okay.
it's interesting. Yeah.
Well, it's certainly a thing.
It's certain. I think
interesting.
I think it's interesting that they picked him. That's mostly where my interesting comment comes from. Not.
I mean, it's also interesting that they picked fucking Jack Black for Bowser.
Exactly. That's my exact same logic here. It's interesting.
He is either gonna crush it or
Yes.
will not.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. He's either going to be really, really good, or it's going to be shit regardless, and he's still just going to have a blast
fun.
and not give a shit.
I'm sure that's what it is
Yeah.
more than anything. I'm sure he's just having fun, which I can absolutely respect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
either way, it'll be something where if he's like
Out
the
of
one
three.
light in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Like the one
He's going to be
person-
like Jim Carrey in the Sonic movie, where he steals the show.
So I didn't really
Yeah.
like Jim Carrey in the Sonic movie.
Oh, no? I thought
It's
everyone...
so fun.
I didn't care. I
No.
don't know.
God.
You know, I like Jim Carrey in a lot of
that's me.
things, but he's just in the Sonic movie. I was just like, there he is.
Oh, okay.
Mine with Calgary.
Okay.
Next card.
That's that. We're good there.
God, my soul wants to die.
I bet.
Why?
Well,
Research is
Well.
going awful.
That sucks.
And this is like today and tomorrow are the 2 days when I needed it to go well, and I think I screwed it up for tomorrow as well.
Oh, that sucks.
So I may not graduate.
Ooh.
You're going to fuck it up that bad?
Yes, boo.
Jesus.
Yes, I have.
Ooh.
I don't have data, boo.
Okay.
Do you know how hard it is to present a scientific research poster when you don't have data?
No, I've never posted a scientific research data.
Can you guess?
I would imagine hard.
Well, unfortunate, but now it is time to hunt.
I'm back.
Everyone.
Who's hunting what?
You're hunting.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, welcome back, everybody, to Project Astatine.
I should open a thing.
We are, when last we left, all of you lads, you had made it into a house. You had broken in fact.
Yes.
To discover things.
Yes.
Was our right.
And
the government needs to know, and if he's not hiding anything, then it's fine.
Exactly.
He has nothing to fear.
Yeah, no need to fear.
Yeah. I'll sprinkle cash around if I have to catch this guy on tax evasion.
But yeah, so you guys made it into the house of a man by the name of, I have to remember what his name is. Toby Marsh. A hunter in the town of Boone, who you have been guided to by the pastor, Pastor Howe, to get some information about the goings on. You have found a few things, some things that have been a little weird, little strange, not too bad, but somewhat interestingly strange. And we come back in on the tail end of the conversation between it was, I believe it was Andrew and it was Phil.
Yeah, because
I believe so.
Yeah,
they called each other on their phone and said, "Hey, we're done down here. We found some shit."
Yeah.
Texted actually.
Okay.
What have you found?
Yes.
Yeah, and he was like, "Come upstairs."
Yes.
And that's where we killed it. Okay.
Yes.
Exactly.
Though it will give me one moment. Okay, got that. Close that. Discard changes. Yes. I am was kind of in the middle of working on stuff. And need to get this closed off and backed up before I forget about it, and also need water.
So,
and now I can grab my notes.
So, you guys, I assume, Andrew and Jesse.
Yes.
You guys
I'm heading right up.
are heading right upstairs. Absolutely. Easily enough. You kind of come up and you see the rooms that I had described, or at least the hallway that I had described here. You haven't seen into those rooms just yet, but you see, it depends on how far you proceed. But
do we see Phil upon entering?
That's a good question. Phil, would you be waiting for them outside of the room?
I think he went to go get water.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah? Okay.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Just lagging.
Yeah, a little lag.
Hold on.
It's all good.
There we go. Internet died because I was uploading a backup of my paper onto Discord.
Fair. But yeah.
But
okay.
yes, I'd be waiting for them.
Okay. So you do see Phil.
So, might I ask what exactly you're wanting to show us?
Might I ask what exactly I found?
Oh,
let's answer this question together.
Yes. Last time you had found the map that was hung up on the wall, as well as a
Yes.
a journal that was full of notes on coordinates and what was found there in very brief detail. Mostly kills, though you had found one that you put a Bad Wolf reference next to.
Right.
So yeah.
And I feel I am blue tonight.
Why so sad?
I can be red if you want, but
Why so angry?
blue is nice. Why so purple tonight, Brogan?
Yeah, why
Because
don't
I'm
you have any
fucking
air
royalty
in your lungs?
queen?
Oh.
Oh.
Anyway.
Anywho, I'll point to the map on the wall and start like pointing like from like to the notebook to where like one kill basically, then on the wall, and I'll be like, and if I found a journal describing where he found or made kills, but then, and I'll flip a few pages in and I'll reference the bodies of the wild animals that had turned up dead, and like and I'll point to the wall and be like, and if you should happen to cross-reference these locations with the locations of where things showed up dead, you would find it's the same spots.
So
Yes.
what does this
And if you-
mean for us?
Oh, sorry. If you're wondering, of course, the map is right up there.
Yeah.
If you need to reference it again. Anyway.
Bad wolf.
So are you saying that this man went out and went to these spots in particular?
Well, that would be indicated by him having a journal about these spots and finding animals that when he went there. But I'm just posting this, or I just decided I'd let you guys know about all this because, it's more indicative of, we got on this because 2 bodies showed up, right? And I'm indicating to you that there are 3 other positions in the relative area showing activity. Thus, it has likely been going on for a good bit of time.
Sorry, out of character question, just so I'm caught back up. These locations are exactly where the bodies were found, right?
This one and this one, yes.
Okay, thought so. Okay. Huh.
And I think it's only been a matter of time until people turned up dead too. But I think are these locations dated?
Yes, they would be.
Oh.
Then can I get updates as to
Yeah.
what's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5?
Yeah, sure. I'll write it in a different color for dates, like as in times when they were found in
Yeah.
order. We'll go with this color. That seems fine to me. So he found it would be this one first, this one second, this one third, this one fourth,
Oh boy.
this one fifth, and this one sixth.
And this is where he found the wolf pack that wasn't afraid of him, right?
That is what the information that you were told by the priest, yes. That he had told you.
I wasn't sure if it was if that was Bad Wolf or not.
That was the only mention of wolves, so it's logical that you could assume.
Yeah. So then I'll flip back and forth between various days. I mean, I would guess, given that these animals were found first, second, and third, but humans were only found on the 4th and the 6th days, that them
Well,
predating upon humans was only a matter of time.
just to interrupt you, how do we know 1, 2, 3, and 5 didn't involve humans as well? What if 4 and 6 were the only ones reported?
In the book itself, it was talking about okay, I'll be more specific then. This one was a deer. This one was one of the coyotes. This one was another deer. And then this one was a moose.
Do the
Oh, okay. So, and then 4 and 6 are documented in the journal as being human?
Yes.
Okay.
do
They're actually named, like the actual names
Yeah.
of the victims.
Okay.
do like the deer, the moose, etc. Do they talk about cause of death? Like, does it talk about whether or not the wounds seemed human made or seemed animalistic?
They it's written in a kind of shorthand. See if you could give me
Ooh, right, dice.
yes, if you could give me, let me look at the skills really quick.
Human.
Sure, you could try either human or just a straight intelligence.
Okay.
The option here, of course, is if you fail the human, you get a... Oh, by the way, if you have anything checked off from last time, add a percentage.
That's
right,
I
yeah.
forgot to do that.
I
don't-
think I already
Actually-
did that at the
I don't
end of
think I-
last session.
Okay.
I
if you
didn't
do,
fail a
yeah.
roll last session.
Oh, well, there you go.
It kind of sucks, actually.
Human.
Be worse.
Oh yeah, I failed Surge. For
So
sure.
my human is 11, but my intelligence is 18. So I will
it's
go
your
for
times
it.
5 intelligence that you'd be rolling against.
Damn, nice, sweet.
Oh, so I have to roll better than my times 5 intelligence or lower?
No. You go lower than your times 5.
Oh, the fucking alright.
The incentive here, of course, is if you get the human one, you could fail it and get a percentage up at some point, you know, at the end of the session. But absolutely, if you want the intelligence, yeah, go for it.
I rolled an intelligence roll and I rolled an 85, which is it's a success.
Oh my god.
My intelligence is 18, so my times 5 is 90.
90, yep. So, good
Awesome.
job.
So it's a success, but barely.
Barely, yes. So, in that case, then I'll say it. You're kind of you scanned through the journal a couple of times. You read it a couple of times, in order to kind of figure out, and it takes you a couple of minutes to really get it. But after a little while, you look at the shorthand and you kind of find the pattern, and yeah, each of these kills had they have the same notation of being savage, much more brutal. So basically you get very short descriptions of just you know, for each of the bodies torn beyond really recognition. You get for the moose you get half gone. You get the deer, or I think this was a deer, but the two deer that you had were strewn about, and the coyote actually has a little bit more that says smeared, as well as like torn and smeared on trees.
So I flip through the journal and I start sharing all this information and I'll be like, well, so according to this, it was either wild animals, which is my bet, or it was a very creative 13-year-old who is a psychopath, which isn't my personal suspicion, but it's definitely on the table.
You think a 13-year-old went crazy, killed people, and smeared them on trees?
I also, I don't think a 13-year-old can have a moose half gone. But you know what? Maybe he's a strong 13-year-old.
Did he skip lunch?
He most certainly didn't skip supper.
Andrew just kind of like reaches behind him, pulls out one of his blue moons from seemingly nowhere, just starts sipping.
Phil.
Phil is like looking up at like you cracking open a cold one, and like kind of blinks off time, and he goes, "Where has that been in your back pocket this whole time? Where's?" And I'm going to search around for the bottle cap.
Oh, no.
It's a can.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Don't worry, you're good.
Okay.
Phil, look in that journal. Does it mention any sort of, aside from the fact that all the bodies are torn apart, does it mention anything that they all have in common?
That's a good point.
Looking through,
In description, essentially.
It looks. I'll like flip back and forth and be like, yeah, actually, it looks like all the bodies were God of War.
Right. But claws. Claw marks. Seems.
Yeah, claws.
Okay. Did it mention how much, let's see. Were there entrails still around?
I mean, if they were smeared on a thing.
Well, what I'm thinking is if every single body is being torn apart, maybe they have some sort of a dietary restriction, as it were. And are they trying to eat hearts or lungs or livers or something?
For you looking through the journal, the shorthand doesn't give you too much more.
Okay.
There's not much more information that you can gather from that small, the small notes.
We'd probably have to ask the man himself.
I don't know how likely that is.
Well, he'll be coming home for service, so
we should we should walk up to him and say, "Hey, that book you have upstairs, and can I get a bit of elaboration?"
Yeah. And it says right here on your Twitter feed.
Journals, the Midwest Twitter.
Yeah, right? So if there's nothing else left, was there any other rooms? Anything else in the other rooms up here?
Not particularly. There's one room I recommend you don't go into, though.
Okay.
What's
that? Doing a bit of what's the term when you stuff dead animals?
Taxidermy.
Taxidermy.
Okay.
Got some stuff going on behind that door. Just kind of leave it.
Okay. Well then, in that case, don't go downstairs. Similar story.
Yeah, it kind of smells.
Well then,
you know, I'll be honest. At least this room did not have a smell.
Take advantage of the little things.
Yeah, probably because of the chemicals. But let's go ahead and get on out of here because we want to make sure that we're not here when he comes back, if he is about to come back.
As soon as Phil hears Andrew mention getting out of there, he's like, his eyes light up. Oh, Jesse, sorry. He puts the book back where he found it and how he found it. I'm assuming it was closed.
Yes, the drawer was closed.
Yeah,
the book itself also, yes, closed.
Yeah.
And put it back, and then I'm going to sort of jog walk downstairs.
Right.
Okay, everybody's making your way out.
Yep.
Yeah, following suit.
Easily enough, you guys make your way outside. Upon exiting the home, you look out and you don't see anybody outside.
Fantastic.
Thank God.
Well,
We're getting off scot-free, y'all.
Now, Jesse,
Yes.
how are you going to lock the door?
I'll just reverse pick the lock.
You
Just
can't
close
reverse pick locks.
Yes, you can.
No,
You can. I've done it before in real life. You can.
Okay, this is the first I've heard of it, but okay.
Yeah, I've been able to do it. So I'll reverse it.
Sure. Just give me a quick check for it.
Yep. What is the skill did we roll again? Was it?
I believe. Do you have?
I have stealth, and I've also got athletics.
Yeah, I thought we had something more specific for you.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I do not recall. I'll let you roll stealth.
Okay. Either way, it's a 60 for me.
Okay, works.
He
10.
does-
Yeah, okay. Easily enough. You are adept with these
Yes.
picks. And also, just for you to know, reverse picking a lock is just as easy or as difficult as picking a lock.
Yeah, I'm reading on Quora.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep, because essentially
Okay.
you're just rotating the barrel back in place.
Yeah, and resetting where the pins
Yep.
were. Yep.
I mean, sometimes you don't even have to reset it; they'll just snap back into place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that part is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Because yeah. I don't know why I keep getting caught on
Yes.
my words today.
I understand. That's fine.
I usually ascribed that to just like having shitty like Amazon locks.
No.
Yeah, yeah. I've picked actual door locks before.
Neat. Oh. Okay.
Playing
Yeah,
Payday in real life.
Yeah.
Andrew just heads back to the freaking van, and now that he's back at the is it a van? What are we driving?
You know, you guys. I mean, you were driving like
It was a van.
a sedan for a while. But
Yeah,
you know what?
that's it.
It's a van now. It's been
Alright,
a van
cool,
for a
cool.
while, I guess.
Oh,
White panel van.
No.
Phil's walking towards the vehicle, stops, looks at the vans, blinks off time again. Kind of shakes his head.
It's always been
Yeah.
a van. I don't know what
Yeah.
you mean.
What do you Mandela effect? What?
Apparently that fucking room hit Phil harder than he thought.
Alejo,
So, yeah.
where is this in relation to this?
It is right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty close by.
Okay.
It's just a big plot. Looks
Yeah.
like field thing.
Yeah. I see it, actually. Okay. Good to know.
So, you all hop into the van again. Where would you like to go? It is. I'll say that took you. It was about like 1 when you got here, so 1:30. We'll say that took you. Like an hour and a half maybe to search
Yeah.
thoroughly enough to kind of find all the stuff that you found. So, yeah, it's around like 3.
Well, we could go and check out crime scenes, or we could go check out the crazy shop, or
Go crazy shop.
crazy shop.
And
Okay.
I start driving there
Yeah.
I start driving there because I want to be anywhere but here.
Okay.
Are you driving?
Yeah, he's driving.
Yeah, he's been driving.
I've
yeah.
driven so far.
Phil is driving. How can that be?
I am in the back seat, and I am moving back onto my vodka.
Okay.
That being said, I'm gonna go get another drink because
Okay.
I'm method playing.
So, so you guys make your way down Hudson Street, Houston, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, you make your way down and get to the street that has the crazy shop.
Everything's great.
Your
gymnast.
and so, looking at the sign above the building itself, excuse me, you have crazy shop, in big letters there on
Yes.
front.
Is the crazy spelled with a K?
It is not. It is spelled with a C, but it is all lowercase. Yeah.
Comic Sans?
No, it's not Comic Sans. It's one of those wacky fonts.
Oh,
wacky.
Wingdings.
Yeah, it's literal wingdings. You have no idea what it says.
I wish I could read Wingdings.
It's so weird.
You know there's people out there who took the time to memorize.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. I commend them for that. It's useless,
If
but I
took
commend
the time, if I took the time to memorize Daedric, hell yeah, of course.
True. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
People learn fucking Klingon and Vulcan. Like, yeah. People are passionate. So
That's a kind word.
hey man. So yeah, so you make it, and the shop itself looks to be not too big. It's got big windows in it. And looking in, just from the outside, it looks very much like an antique shop, kind of like not an antique, you know, but like
kind of like a knick-knack shop.
Yeah,
or like a souvenir shop style thing.
It's got that. It's got definitely, you can see some of that kind of stuff, but you also see like, it looks like fuck, what is the word for this? It's like a not hand me down, but you know what I mean. People have
thrift
old
shop.
Thank you, thrift shop. That's the one. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. You can see a lot of like different things inside. Absolutely, just random things in there, as well as like furniture and other kind of stuff. Absolutely.
What are the chances of this place having booze?
Probably pretty low. Unless you're looking for ones that are particularly aged.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I mean, you know what they say.
It didn't until your blood crossed the threshold.
Well, no, I mean, typically, thrift shops don't usually serve alcohol. They don't really need to go for an alcohol license.
It's true. But it's crazy.
It is really close by to the fucking country store that is like, you could probably walk there in like 10 minutes, you know, like it's
10 minutes
or drive there in 2, like
2 minutes.
Are there any other stores around?
You the keys.
no, and Andrew's like, I'm fucking with you, this stuff will get me through the weekend, whatever.
Yeah, there are no other stores that are really close by that you can really know.
I'm gonna do a quick personal roll real quick.
Okay.
Be honest, if I may. What are we exactly looking to find here?
Nothing at all.
Fuck! I rolled an 89.
We're killing a little bit of time.
So it's a success. So Phil looks at your statement of like, this will get me through the weekend, and measures how many days that is versus how quickly you've been drinking, and goes, I don't think it will.
It's Sunday, right?
I
know full well. Brogan knows full well it is not.
Yeah. There you go. So, Jesse walks in.
Yes.
Does anybody else join inside the crazy shop?
I'm going in last.
Okay. All right. Everybody's walking on in, and yeah, it's got that that not necessarily musty, but definitely older kind of smell as you walk inside for that kind of furniture like that's been out for a while, and you know, yeah, it's got a little like door chime, not chime, but jingly bell thing that gets hit as you open the door.
Merry Christmas.
And you see,
it has a chim cham.
It has a chim cham.
Does it have one I could steal?
There are some on display. But yeah, so and you see as you kind of walk in, you get greeted by an older lady. Who is kind of manning a counter, and you can see there is another younger, not like, we'll say that the older lady's around, you would guess like 60s, The younger lady that is accompanying her is probably around her 40s or so. And actually,
Are they looking our way upon hearing the jingle?
yes. And Andrew, you do recognize the younger of the two as someone that you saw in the church. Sorry, not 40s, 30s. Sorry.
Okay, but does it look like the wife of the guy of the family that walked in?
Yep. Looks to be.
Ooh.
But yeah, so
Upon looking up and see that people are looking in his direction, Phil will give a friendly wave, hello.
yeah, and they return the wave. The older lady gives you a let me know if you need help finding anything. Yeah.
So where's the younger lady that I recognize?
She's also behind the counter, kind of like gave you all a wave, and just seems to have gotten back to her what she was doing.
Andrew is going to walk over. He's not quite stumbling yet. He's gonna walk over to the counter, actually lean on it, and strike up a conversation with her, and just go. They tell you that everyone in a small town knows each other, and I didn't believe them, but I'm starting to see what they mean.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you were
At the
church. Yeah. Well, good to see you again. Sorry. My name's Lauren.
Pleasure, Lauren. Andrew.
Nice to meet you. Extends a hand to shake.
Oh, and absolutely takes and shakes.
Easily.
Is the crazy shop small enough that I can hear this from where I am?
Yeah. Well, the counter
Andrew's
is
not
pretty
whispering.
close to the doorway, and until you guys go anywhere, you're absolutely, free to. You can hear basically anything that's being said.
Upon hearing, upon Phil hearing Andrew mention that they saw each other at church, Phil mumbles something like under his breath, just like to himself, basically, about Andrew already having the communion wine.
So before we continue on with that conversation, are you two gonna look around the store? Are you just browsing, just kind of hanging in here for a while? What are you?
Yeah, I'm just there to see what's so crazy about the crazy shop.
Sure. Okay.
I think I'm gonna do the same, but I'm gonna keep my eye out for an inexpensive cloth that is essentially the size of a bath towel. But
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
'cause I'm not looking for towels. I'm looking for a cloth that is around that size.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a tablecloth would be fine.
Yeah.
Something
Why
like
don't you
that.
just give me a search check really quick?
Okay.
We'll just determine some stuff.
And you know what? You remember how you took my sanity down to 69 and then deprived me of that?
I did.
Nice.
I rolled my search increase because I fucked it up twice last time.
You don't roll a search increase. You just get a plus 1%.
Yeah. Oh, it's a plus 1%. Aw.
Yeah.
Damn
it's
it.
every time
Okay,
it's
never
a
mind.
1%. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Because I rolled it as an increase. I thought it was like Call of Cthulhu and rolled it. I got a 69.
Oh, man, that's
And now it's a 61. Okay, that's a 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it doesn't take you very long to find exactly what you need. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, is there anything else you're going to be looking for?
Let's see. So I'll grab that tablecloth, and since I got a 2, can I say that it's kind of it's like a standard thickness in the middle, and around side it's kind of frilly?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And then I can't really think of anything else at the moment.
Okay.
So.
Well, if you think of anything that might be around here, let me know.
Okay.
Anyway, so Andrew.
Yes.
Continue your conversation.
Okay. Yeah,
Balls
my
in
my two friends and I are just visiting, passing through, and it's been refreshing. I actually come from up in Canada, a little bit bigger place in Quebec, and so I've never really lived in a place small like this. Is it a really tight knit place?
She's married.
I'm not flirting. Now, boo. This may come as a surprise, but a man and a woman can have a conversation.
Okay, just making sure.
But she says, "Oh yeah, it's really, really tight knit. I mean, we all, as you said, we all kind of know each other. Everybody helps each other out if they need it. It's really quite nice, honestly. I'm quite happy to be living here."
It probably doesn't seem like it to you, but that's so wild to someone like me. You know, I don't know the person living next door to me in my apartment.
You know, you'd be surprised how many people have said that.
You guys get a lot of visitors around here?
No, but every time we do, it's somebody from a bigger place. And every time they kind of comment on exactly the same kind of thing. And really,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
No. It's honestly, it's just. I mean, I kind of find it a little sad. I kind of, you know, would think that everybody kind of wants some kind of community like this. You know.
You know, it's interesting. It's almost backwards. I think everyone wants that community, but people are so scared of what other people think, so they never quite extend that olive branch, if that makes sense.
I guess so.
I'll be honest. The only reason I've got the confidence to do this is because I've had a couple sodas.
Hang on. Okay. She's like, "Oh, okay."
No, it's probably not how y'all do this. I got really bad stutter, some speech stuff. It just clears it all up. Sorry, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable.
No, I won't judge.
Likewise. So what do people do around here? We're looking for something to kill some time. Is there any points of interest here in Boone?
Points of interest. Well, I guess there's nothing really special about Boone if you're a big city
don't
type.
Don't say that. Oh, all right. Pretend born and raised here, and I've got amnesia. Where am I going tonight?
Home? Or just or to a friend's house?
Fuck, that killed me. Oh, it was just so authentic.
You know, what else do you expect?
And Andrew does not burst into offensive.
Right. Sure.
Oh, come on. There's got to be something you lot do around here. You have a bar? Do you have just any kind of nightlife whatsoever? A restaurant that stays open past 8 p.m.?
I mean, we're not too far from the city, so I guess if you really want something to do and somewhere to go, you can go to the city and find somewhere. Here here it's just, you know, the forest. I guess the only other notable place that you could go would be the lodge, but it's really more of a place to stay and overnight. It's more of a...
And the lodge is where we met Hunter, right?
No.
No. Okay.
No,
Where's the lodge?
The Lost Pine Lodge, it would kind of trigger in your head, probably.
Okay.
Because this was told to you as a location.
Oh, this was the place in the forest. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. So the lodge, it's just open for public stay? Is there someone you have to go through?
No, it's you can rent a room there for the night. But it is, I guess you would call it a motel. Really?
So there's like a front desk.
Yeah, over there.
All right. Noted.
The lady who runs it, Nancy, she's a sweet old gal. she's always willing to talk to folks around here, recommend the best kind of trails and stuff. I think she's got a one of the boys around here working there. It's Alex. One of the he's nearing manhood himself. He's probably wishing to go anywhere but that's his job.
Hey, it's good to have him working at that age, really give him a nice work ethic.
Oh, of course.
Well, thank you. The lodge could be exactly what we're looking for. Most of us are city folk. We're, roughing it could be kind of fun. And again, I know a motel is not roughing it,
right.
But to Andrew.
No, of course, yeah. And she just kind of smiles and nods and says, "Yeah, I mean, if you want to, it's gives price a night."
I think that sounds absolutely reasonable. Price is right.
Wow, that's so cheap.
$12 a night. Wow.
Yeah. With room service and pool.
Wow.
Oh my god! And complimentary breakfast.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Free Wi-Fi.
How do they manage that?
I'd probably put it around like $50.
People
a
would
night,
probably kill for that.
Okay, well.
Jesus Christ.
Well, thank you, Lauren. I appreciate you helping me out here. My friends, I'm sure, are looking for something here, but it's just been nice to talk to someone. We've only been in town for a few hours, and so you're the first person I've really gotten to talk to.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So thank you, and I'll hold a hand out to shake a hand again.
Oh yeah, she'll easily and just shake your hand.
Should probably go check on my boys here. So you have yourself a good one, and I'll walk off and look for the other two.
Yep.
You guys have been browsing the store. Anything that you might want to purchase other than your little doily?
Andrew.
Oh.
You're a teacher, you said, right?
Is that the first thing you say as I walk up to you?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, yeah.
What classes did you teach, out of curiosity?
Anthropology, college level.
Okay.
That's it.
Not too much into not too much information on animals.
I can tell you which ones they used for food and resources.
Yeah, that would make sense.
You know what? Actually, fair enough. Okay. So here's my idea. And I gesture to the tablecloth that I'm carrying. I picked this one out specifically because it has a little bit of thickness in the material, but also this kind of frilly stuff. Because if we're hunting wolves, and I'll keep my voice low at that.
Okay, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, if we're hunting wolves, it's pretty much known throughout just about all of human history that wolves don't like fire. So,
and what are you holding up to me?
I'm showing you the tablecloth.
Okay.
So, I've got a Swiss Army knife, so I can cut this into strips, wrap it around stuff, set it on fire. We can use them to potentially defend ourselves if it comes to that. So,
did you get that from the forest?
No.
Okay.
I get that from real life, because wolves are afraid of fire.
Oh no, I meant the wrapping cloth around something.
Oh no, I got that from Rambo.
It's just a
thing. It's just a real thing.
It's just a thing you can do.
Yeah,
don't you usually need to soak it in oil of some kind?
Yeah, but I have
if you wanted to sustain like a torch, yes.
Yeah,
but you
and
can
I have
set
that.
something on fire.
I have stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm afraid I wasn't exactly a biology major. I can't tell you much about what wolves do.
Well, if you knew how, and if you knew what animals were around, what they used for resources, surely you must know at least something about how they used to deal with predators.
Usually,
yeah.
Potentially.
You would know. I mean, just the basic stuff that they would do of
building a fire. Yeah, that's one of the main
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
right?
sure.
Yeah.
Most animals are afraid of fire because it, especially held fire, is it's just completely unnatural to them.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm trying to think that while I'm here, I'm trying to think of anything else, but I'm drawing a blank. And I thought maybe you might know something else. But if that's all we've got, then I'll just leave it at that.
Sorry, I can't be of more help there.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Because even if the second opinion comes back with nothing, it means that we're still on the right track. And
Fair enough.
yeah, because I highly doubt I'll find like tranquilizer darts in a Goodwill.
Yeah, your chances are pretty low. Even if you did, they
Yeah.
probably wouldn't exactly be in the best condition.
Exactly.
Goodwill,
So
that's
I'll go ahead and take this up and buy it.
Okay. It's very cheap.
Okay.
It's like $3, maybe that, maybe not even that. It's a small cloth.
Then I'll just take off $3.
Oh,
my
remember,
cash.
all incidental kind of expenses, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It all fits. Phil,
Yes'm.
anything in particular, or are you good?
Anything catch my eye? What's in this aisle?
Okay. In this aisle, you're seeing a bunch of like old electronics. Like old hair dryers, some old maybe some old like pretty old like routers.
Your router.
my router that I have over there somewhere.
Yep.
You're seeing like those really young children toys as well.
Stuffed young humans.
Yeah, them. No. Like the leapfrogs and such. If you will.
Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
The leap. I know how to play leapfrog.
Oh, you don't know? Okay,
You don't know the Leapfrog things?
Leapfrog was a company that was specifically designing like children's electronic stuff. It's like
Oh, I know the name. Yeah.
yeah, those kinds of flip books and such.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they're still in business actually. That's anyway.
Probably.
Probably. You see one of those have you ever seen one of those lights that you plug into the wall and it's like a scrolling kind of fish tank thing, but it's not
Yes.
real, right? Yeah. One of those kinds of lights that just has those fish that are just scrolling by and looks like one of those night light things. You see like an old projector. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a light bright?
Yes.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah, if, fuck, oh, the crazy shop is so small, it feels rude not to buy something.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, like, other than that, there's, like, there's furniture, there's, silverware, like, old silverware, old, mugs and such, glassware,
Mugs.
yeah.
Mugs. Perfect.
Bugs.
Is there a mug of, like, Boone, Indiana or something?
You mean,
Or
Michigan.
Boone, Wisconsin. Michigan.
Yes!
Yeah, Boone, Ohio.
Boonopolis,
hell
yes.
are we?
There is a Boone Metro City. Yes, there is a Boone County mug. Yes.
Thank God there is a God and he is merciful. I will grab the mug and I will walk up to the counter.
Yeah, absolutely. Incidental. Like, not even $5. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, thank
And,
you for the patronage.
And I will wave hello to, both ladies, give my greetings, and head out the door.
Okay, no conversation, just, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm doing well. All that kind of
doing
stuff.
well, yeah. Hope to see you both tonight, yada yada.
Interesting. Yeah. And they say, oh, are you attending the service?
Oh, well, of course I wouldn't miss it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I didn't know that there was a church in Boone. Count my lucky stars.
Well, you'll be welcome, of course.
Thank you.
and then you make your way out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye. See you later.
Bye.
So you guys make your way out of the crazy shop.
We sure do.
And I'll stuff that tablecloth in my backpack, or
Easily?
you know what? No, I won't wear it as a cape. Yeah, no, I'll put it in my backpack.
Sure.
So that probably took like what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, it's really very incidental. You're probably around 3:30 now, just to
So, is there anywhere else that we know we should go at this point?
Should probably have rooms already been reserved for us by Hunter?
You do have rooms in the city at the place that you started. Excuse me, goodness. I drank an energy
Near the
drink. so
Ferris
now it's
wheel or
getting in
whatever.
Yeah, it's
You sound very energetic.
Thank you.
Him and me both.
Don't know. I don't remember what the name is, and I didn't write it down, but I can find it easily for you if you really need it.
And
I just remember it was near like a small like theme park.
Yeah,
and
it was
that,
only like 10 minutes away. Like you're not too far.
I just needed to know that we had reservations for tonight.
Yeah, you guys chose to have the rooms there. You did have the option of getting the ones that were in the lodge if you wanted them, but you decided the city was a better place to be.
Yes.
I remember that specifically.
Yeah. How is everyone feeling for food? Maybe an early supper or late lunch?
Phil, I have had 2 beers and a little over a third of a fifth of vodka. I will eat whatever you put in front of me.
He's right.
Okay.
He would.
That's called a 15th. But okay.
So if
and
you
that's
want...
and that is Jesse's response.
If you guys
sounds like a hunger-induced to me. So
yeah.
If you guys want, you can take the car and go back into the city and find a place.
Yeah, maybe we got time to kill, so maybe a sit-down restaurant. Like
absolutely,
sure.
No need for fast food or anything. We can
take
some time.
Hear me out. Do they have a Chili's?
This is
Andrew asking them as though they would know.
I have no idea. I've never been here before, man.
I don't know. Why? Where you... Phil is flashing back to his college days, and he's like, "Why would you be feeling like Chili's?"
You okay, Phil? I'm just hungry, and I could use some chicken tendies.
Oh, tendy boy.
Oh God, you're a teacher. Please don't call them tendies.
I gotta relate to my kids somehow.
We're not your kids.
Yeah, well, at this point, I can't tell the difference.
That makes sense.
Remind me again, doesn't Chili's usually also have a bar?
Yes.
What?
I don't know if that would be the wisest decision.
That was not my intention, but yes, they do.
To be fair, if you go basically anywhere, except for like maybe a fast food place, you could probably order a beer. You know,
honestly,
yeah. Most places do that.
Oh.
Anyway, so you guys make your way into
I'll
the.
have a McBeer, please.
I'm more of a McWine drinker.
Yes. Finally aged in the McBarrels at the McCorporation.
At the McBrewery.
The McBrewery.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
the McWine McBasement.
The McWinery, yes, where they go to the McFields, get all the McGrapes off the McVines. Anyway.
Fast food McWine sounds like a good way to have just grape juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Sounds like Florida.
I hate it, but I'd totally try it. If McDonald's was like limited time wine, I would try it.
I would too.
Yeah. I'm not a drinker, and I would too.
Just sheer curiosity.
It's so trash, I can't not try it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's close by. There's a couple of places. There's obviously where Phil, you got a sub from Firehouse, or you could go just down the road. In fact, not too much farther from Boone, closer towards your
Lodging.
yes, lodging. Thank you. That's the word.
Yes.
There is a Timbers restaurant apparently. It has a bar. Oh my god. It has a big bar picture. Neat.
Well,
As I look at it. But I mean, it really depends. Like, if you guys are looking for, are you looking for just somewhere that's right nearby that is like a sit down place? Because
What time is mass at?
6:30.
yeah,
And what time is it now?
you're at like
3:30.
3:30. Yeah, you got.
Oh my
a few
god, we are
hours.
in no rush whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, this is why I was like, let's go to someplace sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, yeah, as long as it's less than like 45 minutes out of town, that's fine.
Oh yeah. It's
how the
real
fuck
close.
did a ladybug get on my thumb?
They do
Okay,
that. They're
Sleeping
great.
Beauty.
Um,
Aw.
What the fuck?
Does your
I'm
thumb
sitting
look
here
like
playing
an
my
aphid?
Switch and listening because all I'm doing is soft resetting for my Groudon. That's all.
Right, right,
Don't worry.
right.
I'm
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to pay full attention and
oh
play.
no, I don't expect that you're not able to.
What the fuck?
Little
How did you get here? Hang on, I gotta go kill this thing.
Oh
No,
no!
no, Now,
Kill
wait,
him.
hang on. I apologize. It's not a ladybug. You know those like Japanese beetles that look like ladybugs?
They're
Okay,
invasive.
Oh,
now
those
you have to
things.
tell me why it's in your house.
They're
Yeah,
invasive
no, right?
species. Yeah, they get
Are you
into
talking
the
about the
house
green
all the
ones?
time.
Invasive.
The
No,
green
these
beetles?
ones are like
They're
a
red
dull
sometimes.
orange. No, they're a
Yeah.
dull orange.
Well, yeah, orangey red. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
and
an
they
they're an
are.
invasive species, and they're bad. Actually.
Yes, they are a gigantic fucking pain in the ass. So hang on, I'll be right
Oh
back.
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, easily enough you can get to. We'll say you go to the Timbers restaurant. Not sponsored.
All right.
Yeah, you can dine in. It's one of those. It advertises having an American menu. Neato.
Hey.
So there you go.
Delicious.
Yeah. So you guys go there. We'll I guess wait until he comes back if you want to discuss.
Sure. Yeah.
anything.
I'll run to the bathroom.
Yeah. Take a break. Take a little bathroom break if you need it.
I'm back.
I have cookie.
Oh.
Probably scared the shit out of everybody. Go kill this ladybug. Because it looks kind of like them, but I know it's not.
Yeah. It's very easy to just refer to them as that. But we're taking a short bathroom break if you need to. So I'm gonna actually take advantage really quick.
Okay. Hello, Aiden.
Hello.
That sucks that you might not graduate from that.
The worst part too is I have literally no way that I can go up there with my poster and like they're gonna think I've basically been spending however many semesters just like dicking around.
Oh,
But I've been doing like 16 to 20 hours per week, which is a fuck ton for research.
mm-hmm.
And I literally just have nothing to show for it.
So what is
I
it that happened?
So making new so each device is comprised of 3 parts.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a silica stator,
Hello.
which has a little well in it.
Mm-hmm.
And inside the well, you put the rotor, and over the whole thing, you put glass.
Mm-hmm.
So, multiple devices have been broken, because we have a thing that we sort of build around the device that we just there's no real word for it. We call it the jig.
Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
And the jig puts a lot of pressure on the device, and the devices are like eggshell fragile.
Oh.
And I have broken 7 devices.
Ooh. Yikes.
And my professor and I were working on making 2 new devices today, and we had one promising one, and like to make a device you have to bond the glass to the silica, which doesn't usually happen very well because silica forms like silica oxide upon exposure to air. So what you gotta do is you need to dip the stator in piranha solution to clean off anything organic, bless you. So any dust, any wax, whatever the fuck, just get rid of it. Then you put it in one water bath, and then you take it from that water bath and you pick it up by its edges with tweezers.
Oh, Jesus.
Because you can't touch the center of it because you'll mess everything up. So you need to grab it by the edges only. Grab the stator, take a little deionized water gun basically, and like spray it off, and then put it in a second bath of water just to make absolutely sure there is no piranha on the surface of this rotor. Then we take it from that to a bath of hydrofluoric acid, which will etch away the silica oxide. Well, it etches away everything, oxide or no. But hydrofluoric acid, or HF, is incredibly toxic because it has fluorine, which means it will bond to the calcium in your bones and make you have a stroke. Or exposure to HF vapors will cause your lungs to hemorrhage.
Good.
Or your corneas to deteriorate.
It will kill you.
Fluorine bad.
Real bad. It's real bad, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So we take it from the HF and now we put it in a third water bath. And
To wash that off.
And that is one stator done.
Wow.
Now, today I was working with 2 stators and 3 pieces of glass to put, like, you need to clean the glass, you need to, often piranha, you need to do, like, literally just a quick dunk in the HF. Like, the stators will stay for, like, a couple minutes. You leave the glass in the HF for, like, 15 seconds. Once everything is done, now the glass can be bonded to the stator. But you also need to clean off the rotors, which these rotors are like 25 microns wide. For reference, a human hair is 50 microns.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
it's really
So then you
tiny.
just cut a human hair in half. Easy.
So they're really small, they're really fragile, and they're really lightweight.
So now, what is this device used for?
This device, I will post a photo from my poster presentation I'm working on. Have you ever heard of laminar flow?
No.
I think I actually have, yes.
Oh my god.
So laminar flow is like when you turn on a faucet and the water drips from the faucet and it looks almost like the water is frozen, like the water's not even moving.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's an example of laminar flow, like in our world.
I see.
In the microfluidics world, laminar flow that you see on the left is like you can take like 6 or 8 or however many different fluids and pump them together into one channel and they will not mix. They form their own tiny little streams. It's like
Interesting. It's like toothpaste in a tube.
it's like two rivers beside themselves, beside
okay.
each other.
Yeah.
The contents of one river never mix into the other.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
So this, you will see actually the rotor spinning on the right. We injected a blue dyed fluid and an orange dyed fluid, and then it goes through the mixing area of the rotor, and then it comes out all evenly mixed.
Oh.
I see. So it is to do away with the fluids not mixing.
Yes, it is
Gotcha.
specifically designed to fight laminar flow, which has sort of been the white whale of microfluidics for the past 40 years.
Oh.
Oh.
Really?
So, yeah, it's designed.
So this is a rather serious device you're working on here.
Yes.
Like, if this were to work, it would be a massive breakthrough.
Yes.
Oh.
Nice.
Wait, what's happening?
Cool.
It's designed to kill that problem.
That's cool.
Don't kill anything.
But the way that liposomes are usually made, liposomes are like these little globules of like fat suspended in water. Like imagine you shake a salad dressing bottle just a little bit.
Learning science.
Yes.
And you see little bubbles of oil.
Little bubbles of oil, right?
I said that first.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't cite you as my source.
Yeah, it's goddamn right.
Now Boo is in your presentation.
Functionally, there's some differences, but it is analogous enough that you can consider those liposomes and understand me just fine.
Yeah.
So, liposomes are sort of all the rage right now in the scientific community because they're how the COVID vaccine was made.
Oh.
RNA, aka it's sort of similar to DNA, it's like the blueprint for DNA. RNA is incredibly unstable in solution at room temperature. So, the RNA was like loaded into liposomes where they were more stable. And this will make liposomes. Typically, the way you make liposomes is you suspend a fat in oil, basically. So, phosphatidylcholine is technically what's usually used, and then that will be suspended in ethanol.
We'll be back to Astatine in a moment. Science.
They're all agitated. The liposomes will form themselves, kind of. But then we go, hey, they're mixing two fluids together. You know what mixes two fluids together real well? Our rotors. So my project was going to be making liposomes with the rotors, and then I broke every rotor we had, and then they made more, and then I broke those.
Why
that
did
sucks.
you do that?
By the way,
because I was in a car accident and I have a wonky side of my body now, and this utterly killed any dexterity that my fingers had.
This sounds like excuses, Aiden.
by the way, Brogan.
No, this crosses the border into reasons.
I've never heard a reason in my life. What's up, Boo?
Brogan, he said a word that reminded me of something that I wanted to ask, that I wanted to tell you.
Single.
Okay.
Whoa.
I want you to finish, this is specifically for Brogan, neither of you guys are going to get it. Brogan, finish the sentence. Rotors, stators,
Oscillators.
crystal oscillators.
Crystal oscillators.
That's it.
Well, as interesting as this is,
Let's get back to hunting
we should
werewolves or
probably
whatever
get
these
back
things
to
are.
the game. Yes. Though it was very interesting.
Yes.
So,
Just our good man Boo asked me a bit to talk about science, and I was like, you know not for what you ask, but okay.
you know not what you wrought. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, so you guys are at the restaurant, the closest little sit-down restaurant that is nearby, the Timbers restaurant. American Eats Amid. woodsy decor is the thing on the Google Maps thing. So that's a thing.
Nice.
Not sponsored. So
Yeah.
yeah. So you guys sit down. You can have whatever an American meal is to you, I guess. Steak and
Well, I want to
and all
fucking
that
Philly.
kind of
If
stuff.
I could get an American meal, I want to get a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
Sure, you get a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. But
I want chicken tendies with a side of fries.
easily done.
I'll have a burger with onion rings and a chocolate shake.
That's
God,
German.
That sounds really good. I'm hungry. Okay. Yes. So you guys are all sitting down to eat. You may discuss what you will, if you have anything to discuss. But otherwise, you know.
We're in the city, right?
Yeah. You're nearer to the city now. You're not in the city. I think.
Is the place
you're
loud
near.
or crowded or no?
It's a little noisy.
Okay.
It's not like super loud, but it's you know, there are families here, and you know,
Okay.
other people that are just kind of eating, and yeah, it's
So it doesn't seem like we need to be too secretive. I don't think anybody's going to be listening in.
As long as we're not talking about actual like agency stuff, yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously you could keep yourselves like I assume you guys would get a booth.
Mm.
How dare you assume that?
I would assume it though. You can correct me. I don't know if you guys want to sit in the table in the middle of the floor.
I do not.
I imagined Andrew as sitting at the bar.
Dude, and not let them bring my drink to me.
True.
I see. So yeah,
When you can
you guys.
see it
I
on
see
the
it.
on the
It's all
plate
about
being walked to you.
It's all about
Dominance, yeah.
establishing dominance.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a crippling alcohol addiction. It's just dominance.
It's just
Everything is
dominance.
power. Everything in society is just power.
Oh, but yes.
Even the lack of power is power.
Yes.
That's true. So you guys are in a booth, you know, having your meal. Every now and again, the waiter will come by and go, "Oh, you need anything?" You know.
I'll take a Coke with light ice.
That'd be
Specifically
easy.
light ice.
Sure, gives you like
I'll
4
take a
cubes.
Coke with rum in it.
I will
That's
take,
fine.
I will take a Coke with heavy ice.
Oh, it gives you
See-
like 25 cubes.
See, here's the thing, and this is like as the waiter's walking away.
I pick up an ice cube and I am disappointed that the ice cube is not heavy.
Oh. See, what I was gonna say is like as the waiter's walking away. See, you just fucked yourself because now they give you like 25% drink, 75% ice. That's why I get light ice, just to get more drink.
But Jesse, it's I mean, unless you're having alcohol like me, it's free refills. So why does it matter?
Because that way I don't have to have it refilled every 20 seconds.
Yeah,
Because I like opened my mouth and had to think about that for a second. I knew there was a reason.
Do I have I assume I would have like a spoon at my placemat, right?
Sure.
Cool. I am going to stare Jesse in the face and without breaking eye contact, grab my Coke and my spoon and spoon 3 to 4 ice cubes in his cup.
Dude.
what is wrong with you?
Yeah, what is with you? You asked for more ice, you shitter.
And honestly, at that, Andrew's even gonna look at Phil and be like, "Look, I know you're trying to make a point, but at some point, you know, like just let the man enjoy his light ice."
Yeah.
No, I know.
Right, now I'm going to have a toothache because it's too cold.
It's too cold.
What are you going to do about this, Phil?
I start like rifling through my pack and I'm like, I think I have hand warmers in here somewhere.
Good. Put it in my drink.
Phil, didn't you saw a boat in half?
No.
I get the reference.
Yeah.
But anyways, so you guys get food, drinks. It doesn't matter really.
Yeah.
It matters, Alejo.
If
Why do
we're
you
role
one
players,
shot
I
making
understand.
4 sections?
You've already said what you got, so you got those. But if
So-
you would like to discuss anything, you may.
So, Phil, you
Yes,
took a
sir.
you took a picture of the map in Marsh's house, yeah?
Yep.
Could you open it up?
Do you
I'd like
need
to
me?
just take a look at it.
Yeah, sure.
Out of curiosity, once the map is open, like how many of these spots are relatively close to the lodge?
Before I before I open it up and like show it to the table, I will just send it to both of them in a group text.
Yeah, easily.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, the lodge is here.
Yeah.
So it is.
So 5, 2, and 3 are definitely the closest.
Well, like
yeah.
3, 2, 6, and 5 are like equal.
They're pretty close.
2 is definitely slightly further away.
Yeah,
5 is
None,
the
like,
closest.
right on it. Like,
Yeah,
how far is
five
that?
is definitely the closest.
Yeah,
How
that's
far is
3.8.
5? miles?
Great
Do we know?
question. Give me a moment. I will tell you easily. I knew you would ask this question.
Yeah, it's
course.
well, it's
Yes.
obvious. It's 3.9 away.
It's 3.9 away.
Ain't
Um,
that
5.3.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Wait, how are you guys doing measuring?
Holding
We're not.
tab.
Yeah,
Oh.
press an old tab and then drag.
Yeah. It's
5.9.
really easy.
You have to do that a lot when you play Warhammer.
Yeah, we've been doing it a lot, so we
Four.
remember. Okay, so let me look at this.
Not lately,
so
but
you are there, and that would be here, right there. So I would judge this to be.
you know what you could do if you want.
Mm.
What's the average size of a block, or do they not really have an average size?
Oh, that's true. They
Blocks
do
have a
usually.
size?
Well, they do
And that-
usually have. Okay, so they have. Oh, they do have a thing. 1,000 feet.
I think
okay.
I
Hold
thought
on.
they
So-
differed city to city.
Yeah, but when you zoom in, it actually like on the bottom right for maps, it actually gives you a thing.
Google Maps, yeah, does give you a
Yeah,
measure.
I'm measuring it right now. It seems to be 3,000 feet, so that's like about a mile, right?
A mile
Yeah,
is
that's
5,000-ish.
5,000
Oh, is it
some odd
5?
feet.
Oh, what am I
Yeah.
thinking of? Oh no, I'm thinking
that-
three to a meter for 3 feet to a meter.
Close.
Anyway, so
3,
yeah, it's
3,000.
a little less than, or sorry, a little more than half a mile
For 2.
for 5. Sorry, for 2.
Okay, so that's really close.
Yeah, for 2, it is judging by the position of the sun and the moon.
I almost wish I had opened up Google Maps and just like dropped onto Street View.
There's no street view here. That's the problem.
Oh.
Yeah. For here, it's about a mile.
To where?
To 2. Sorry.
Okay.
And then I would say, judging from that, 3 is also around a mile.
Okay, and this is a mile from the lodge, not from where we are.
Yeah, from the lodge. From the lodge itself.
Okay.
Yes. So 3 is a little over a mile, I would say, and then 2
Yeah.
is nearer to a mile, and then
That's a little bit less.
over half a mile.
So then how about this? 5 inches is a mile.
Yeah, go for that. 5 inches can be a mile for this.
Just to make things a touch
Yeah,
simpler.
absolutely.
2 miles. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
And-
that is what you get from that.
Did we leave? Did
can even
anybody
see-
leave anything? Oh,
Right here, on the bottom right.
Huh?
That is 5,000 feet. So actually, 2.8.
oh.
I think that.
0.8.
So let's
yeah.
go. Let's go. 3 inches is 5,000. So that's about a mile. So it's a little near 2 miles away. from
Yeah,
that.
it's near to 2 miles.
This one's a little
miles.
over a mile. Yeah.
Okay,
So-
that helps.
There you go.
Miles.
Very helpful.
So-
Yeah.
Maybe I've had a bit to drink and I'm jumping to conclusions, but that lodge is almost suspiciously close to a lot of these incidents.
Yeah.
Should
Less than a
should
mile
we
before them.
deliver a quick update and see about getting accommodations made there?
Oh, I think I can do that. I didn't get the number. Damn it. I was talking to the girl at the crazy shop, and I know that the concierge is Nancy, and the worker
Oh.
is Alex. But you know what? Give me 5 minutes, and I'm just gonna try to Google search for the lodge.
Easily.
Yeah, fair enough.
Easily. They even
I was
have a
gonna
number.
say,
They even have a
yeah.
number on the listing.
As I hoped. All right, give me like 2 minutes. I'll put the reservation under Centenny, and hopefully they have an opening tonight. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
although
Yeah.
once you finish up with that, you should probably let Hunter know that that's what we're changing to.
Well, we're not going to give up our reservation at the other place.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Yeah.
you should probably still let him know just in case just to let him know a costs thing.
Sure.
And, if he needs to find us.
All right.
True.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if one of you wants to text or call Hunter while I'm doing this, 2 birds with 1 stone.
I got a Philly
Uh,
cheesesteak sandwich on my name with it, so
Hey,
I
don't think we've
on
gotten
my
our food
name with
yet.
it.
We haven't gotten our food yet.
We're in a
Phil
nebulous
is-
zone of whatever.
Phil is still a college student at heart. He has, burger in one hand, phone in the other.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, and I will call up the lodge.
Absolutely.
I will deliver Hunter a quick update. I'll give him an abbreviated version of what we now know, just in case something should happen to us. It's not like our knowledge will die as well.
Are you calling him or texting him?
Oh, texting him.
Okay. Yep. That's fine.
And just a very, very quick and summarized version of what happened and where we'll be.
Easily enough. He
And why.
he gives you a reply text pretty quickly of acknowledged. Don't worry about the cost. You'll be compensated.
Out of curiosity, how fast does he respond?
It takes 2 minutes.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. It's like his phone was on him, and he checks it periodically, but not like.
He's not just sitting there waiting for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Was he?
As soon as he responds, I flip my phone over to Boo and show him.
Jesse?
To
Yeah.
who?
Jesse. Yes. Anyway,
Was he mad about me breaking into that guy's house?
he doesn't say anything more than what I've told you. That's
Okay.
literally the text. Is just acknowledged. Don't worry about the lodge expense. You will be compensated. That's it.
Okay.
And yeah. So, Andrew,
Yes.
you make the call. The
Okay.
phone rings 3 times before it is picked up.
Slow. I'm just saying. Back at Domino's, we were told to pick it up on the first ring.
It's not Domino's.
That
They ain't delivering a pizza there. So you get an older woman's voice comes along the line and says, "Hello."
Hello, is this Nancy at the lodge in Boone?
Yeah. Can I ask who's calling?
Hello, my name is Andrew. I was recommended your establishment by Lauren.
Oh, what a sweet gesture. Good. I assume then you're calling about a room.
Absolutely. There's actually 3 of us. Do you have anything with 2 beds, or like 2 beds and a pullout, or something that could accommodate us?
Yeah. It we should be good there. How about, and gives you an estimate of, let's say, $65.
God, I wish hotels were $65.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Holy
you know.
shit.
That sounds more than agreeable. Absolutely. Should we swing by and check in, or are we cool to swing by whenever? Because we wanted to go to the evening mass, but we wanted to know if we should check in with you first, get all that squared away beforehand.
If you want, you can leave your information with me, and I can have that available for when you get here. So you don't have to necessarily come and check in yourself right now.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. If you just want to reserve it under the name Centenni, that'd be perfect.
All right, can you spell that for me?
Sentenni.
Ooh, good. Okay, now I have that. All right, Mr. Centenni. Good.
Anything
Well,
else for me?
we're looking forward to having you here. How long are
Good.
you going to be staying?
I'm just gonna book 1 day for now, but who knows? If we like what we experience, we might be here. We'll extend our stay a few days.
All right. Well, plenty of rooms open if you do. So
Fantastic.
Good to hear.
We're looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
By the way, does the room come with a mini bar now?
Complimentary breakfast and full speed Wi-Fi.
Wow! Out in the woods, how do you do that?
So yeah, She, you
Yeah.
hang up.
Yeah,
and-
I wish her a good day, and I hang up when it's
Valet
socially
parking.
appropriate.
Come on.
Oh, I love
But yeah, so you have done that.
We're booked.
All right.
Yeah, I'll head back. I didn't say it, but yeah, I went outside to take.
I
the
would
call.
imagine because of the hustle and bustle, you wanted a clear,
Exactly.
conversation. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then I come back. Yeah, we are all booked and all set for the lodge tonight.
All right.
Phil has a mouthful of burger he's gonna be working on, like finagling an onion ring into, and he shows the photo, not the photo, shows Hunter's response.
Andrew does not even look at the response and goes, "You started eating without me?"
Did we hurt your feelings?
I'm just saying it's
I mean, I can spit it back out.
no, it's fine. It's just common courtesy.
Yeah.
And then I sit down and I assume my chicken tendies are there.
Yeah. All your food's there. Absolutely.
Cold
And
by
it's,
now. No.
It's all right. It's not
Yeah.
the best you've ever had. It's definitely good though.
Yeah.
Alright.
What was the best you've ever had?
The best I've ever had was at Roscoe's Tenders. in
Okay.
Quebec.
Really?
Fantastic little place.
Good breading and good chicken, I take it?
Exactly. So they somehow managed to combine the crunch of perfect breading with the like chewiness of like perfect meat.
Wow.
Nice.
not
Like, you usually
sponsored.
get one or the other. You never.
Yeah. It's hard to get both.
How was how was the honey mussy situation?
I got ranch, buffalo, and barbecue. Thanks.
Ugh.
Ah.
Like a fucking peasant.
I,
What do you get?
I
Honey
dis-
mustard.
Honey
I
mustard is
disagree on the
fine.
ranch, but I can respect the buffalo.
It's
I
true.
usually combine. Like I don't pour them in together, but I always dip ranch first, then buffalo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait,
Because
why
the
don't you
buffalo
just
sticks
mix
to
the
ranch,
sauces
the
then?
ranch- Because I don't like an equal amount of both, and the buffalo
Exactly.
sticks to the ranch, but the ranch doesn't stick to the buffalo.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
I'm learning so much about
This man is
Woo! Delta Green.
it's the truth.
Let me tell you, I went to college for theater. I know a few things about chicken tenders.
Fair.
I legit thought you were gonna say, I went to college for chicken tenders.
I went to college.
I went to college and I learned about chicken tenders. I was in Chicken Tenders 201.
I went to mid-college.
Dude, like, I don't even know if you remember, but like, especially for our first year at college, like once every week or two for a solid 2 months, me and Alex would go to Walmart and they would have their like $5 chicken bucket.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that shit gave me 10 pounds in a month.
Hey man, I went there and I went from 120 to fucking 180. Okay, I'm fucked. Yeah.
No, boo, you don't understand. It was like a limited time thing. Walmart did it for like no time because they started losing money.
Yeah.
It was $5 to fill like a popcorn bucket
Yeah,
of fried
yeah.
chicken.
Jesus.
It was
It was
really
Good?
for it.
Or was it shit?
It
It was
pretty
good enough.
Nice.
That's the thing.
Anyway,
Well, I was gonna say I went to college for science. I know all about stress eating, but then you said that, and now I'm like, I don't know if I do. You
yeah,
put the
it was bad.
Mine
the
wasn't
imposter
stressed.
syndrome for being a fat ass.
What's up? I'm dieting now. Well, looking at
Same.
caloric
I-
intake, but
I passed 200 pounds for the first time in my life, and I'm like,
oh, I thankfully never
Oh,
fucking
you
got
fucking
there.
poor baby.
God. Anyway, okay, so you
I just
had-
imagine. Here's the thing. I just imagine Jesse, Phil, and Andrew. That's the conversation
right,
that
yeah,
we
you're
have.
shooting the shit about
That's
this
not
shit.
us. That's them.
Absolutely, sure.
Because
Yeah.
that started with Jesse asking Andrew about his tenders
Hmm.
with the "What's your best you've ever had?"
I love it.
But yeah, so
Phil's putting an onion ring in his mouth as he hears Jesse talk about passing 200 pounds. he there's a little pause in the chewing,
Oh, buddy.
So, anything else you guys want to discuss here, or are you good to go?
Andrew will make sure to say, like,
Okay.
how do we feel about maybe going out tonight? Just on a short walk. Maybe not quite to the accident locations. And he says that just to make sure, like, nobody around gets suspicious.
Mhm.
But just kind of scope out what's going on around the lodge.
Well, from where we are, how far away is it?
The lodge itself?
Yes.
It's really not too far away from Boone. So like it would take you.
But I
would
noticed
say,
that I
20
don't know
minutes
if
to
the
drive.
roads are the same, but I noticed that it seems like, at least on the map, it's really only accessible. Oh no, there's this there's this road down here.
Yeah, there's that road down there. There's the one up here. You
Yeah,
can get there a couple different ways, but it'll take you about 20 minutes to get there.
Yeah, okay. I keep thinking that it's like 20 miles away, but it's actually only like 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, okay. Do we want to head all the way to the lodge and like look in, or what?
Well, so we can hit the mass first.
Yeah, that's my only concern.
Say, my only reservation about heading to the lodge would be making sure that we have time for church tonight.
Yeah,
We can go after. We don't want to miss that. There's some important information we might not need to get there. So
okay.
I told Nancy we wanted to attend the mass anyway, so
Okay.
we should be fine. I gave her my information. We should be good to just show up, and whoever's running it.
Yeah. So then,
If you guys want, we can fast forward to evening.
I think that'd be best.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
We might
easily
like,
enough.
look around, go to a few other local shops, but I don't think
There's
anything
not
of
really.
note.
You can be around the city a little bit if you want.
Yeah.
Andrew would request to stop back at the store to restock on booze.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? What I'd like to
I
pick
thought
up.
you were going to last through the weekend.
It's Monday, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll actually go into the store.
Okay.
Or actually, you know what? No, I won't. I'll ask Andrew. Andrew, when you're in there, can you pick up the latest newspaper?
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, you read
Like
the
area
newspaper?
newspaper.
Jesse, you read the newspaper?
No, but we're gonna read it for this occasion.
Like, I'll do it, but you realize, like, you have a phone, right?
I know, but I'm looking for
Is,
local news.
Am I dead?
No, you're good.
Yeah, no, you're good. We can hear you.
Sick.
Anyway, yeah, I can do that. And then
I'm just looking for local news. That's all.
I'll get another 6-pack of Blue Moon.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll see if they have a local paper.
I'll get some cheese and a small thing of pretzels.
Sure. Easily enough.
Like a cheese stick or just some cheese?
Cheese
Yeah,
whiz, specifically.
like just a small pack of like a few cheese sticks.
Okay. Yeah. Easy.
Is what's her face still working?
Yes.
I was gonna say the same thing.
The lady, her name, of course, that I remember off the top of my head, Elsie.
Elsie.
Elsie is there. Recognizes and says hello to the both of you.
As Phil walks through the door, he's like, like bad pennies, we keep showing up.
And Andrew's gonna be like, be honest, do you usually see the same person twice per day?
What? Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean,
All right, cool. Phil, we don't need to feel bad about it.
Huh?
Phil is like looking up from the pretzel selection, and he's like, huh?
Did you talk to Pastor Howe?
Yes, we did actually.
Pastor when?
There it is. I was waiting for
Pastor
something.
who?
But go on.
Yes, we did. Just let him know what's going on, and that we're here to help.
Good. Well, good.
Good.
And yeah, you're easily able to get the stuff that you need. The paper is not a local paper. There's no local paper. There's only the one from like the city proper, really. And it's like a national kind of news stuff as well.
Yeah.
But nothing that is a local one. There's no local listing.
Yeah, and actually, Andrew will actually ask Elsie about that.
Mhm.
So, if y'all don't have a local paper, what is it y'all do to get news around town fast?
We talk to each other.
Talk to their
really.
neighbors.
It's not.
So it's all just word of mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to. You're about a stone's throw away from a friendly ear.
Fair enough.
You ever heard a term called "bad gas travels fast in a small town"?
No, maybe.
No.
Oh no, I'm not asking Elsie. I'm saying that.
Gotcha.
Are you trying to tell me
to what's his face to
Andrew.
yes, Andrew.
Phil, are you trying to tell us you farted?
No, it was on a show I watched called Letterkenny. Whatever. No, sorry.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Anyway, if it's passed by ear to ear,
Something about ostriches are fucking embarrassing.
That's a 3-man job.
12
Might I ask,
ply. Texas
what's
size
new?
10-4.
What new?
Not to make your life harder. I'm just, we're new. We're just interested in what's going on in town.
New. Nothing that's really notable, I guess. The
What was the name of the hunter again?
Toby Marsh.
Thank you.
The Clarks are going to be doing a bake sale.
Nice.
Next Tuesday.
What's the cause for?
The funeral.
Oh.
Oh, the deer.
Right.
Shame.
Fuck, now I feel like a goddamn asshole.
As soon as I heard that they were raising money, like instantly I'm like, oh, like they're raising money at the church for the. Oh no.
My friend's like, oh, is it for the high school or is it for like college?
No. For the dead people.
Realization was dawning upon me. I'm like, oh no. And then I hear, what are they raising money for? I'm like.
Awareness. I love it.
See, this is why I method play.
She just she says, yeah.
Yes, I saw the fundraiser that they had at the church today.
Yeah.
You did? I missed that.
Yes. That's when I gave Pastor How and anyway, have you seen out of curiosity, have you seen Toby Marsh today?
Haven't yet. No.
Okay.
He's either still out in the woods somewhere or he's back at home and hasn't really I haven't left the store for a little bit.
Yeah,
yes, I figure you sort of
Yeah.
you sort of had a bit of a tether to you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Don't tell me you opened the store and you're still here.
Well, no. I'm the afternoon manager.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to mass once it's time.
Hey, maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, yes. We were gonna do some looking around for Toby Marsh, and push comes to shove, see if we could find him tonight at service.
Oh, you probably will.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I was just finding out whether or not it might be expedient to take a hop, skip, and a jump over to his house.
Right. I mean, he could be there right now. I don't know.
Do you think so?
I mean, it's getting later. So probably he doesn't usually miss mass.
All right.
I
Well,
think Mass is a good place to check it out, Phil. We wouldn't want to go directly to his house. That'd
yeah, nah.
Sure.
Yeah,
But
we'd want to
Uh,
impose.
yes, and Phil sort of like finishes buying his stuff and gives Leah a friendly like elbow in the ribs. He's like, all right, we should probably. No, not Brogan's character.
Oh,
fucking
Andrew.
Lee?
Oh, Jolie.
Andrew.
Eh,
Andrew.
you know what? I'm just going. You are going to now be my employer,
Well, anyway.
Brogan and Jesse.
Yes.
Was
Yes.
Boo. I only remember that because it is the same name as in Breaking Bad.
True.
Oh, Jesse.
Yeah. Just-
Yeah.
Yeah. The fuck are you talking about, Jesse?
Right. Yeah.
We
Anyway.
have
Something about
And,
cooking.
yes, I give Andrew like a friendly like elbow in the ribs and be like, all right, we should probably stop giving this poor girl a grilling.
Apologies for making your job harder than it needs to be.
Oh, don't worry about it. Water off a duck's back.
Duck off a water.
Duck off a
surface.
water spout. Anyway.
Instantly animal parts being like just flung everywhere. It starts to like take on a different light for Phil. It was her.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys exit out, and yeah, we can get you guys.
And how long is it to Mass from this point?
We can fast forward to it if you want. If not,
Oh, I mean like just time wise.
Oh, time wise, would you guys come back to the store right before, basically, or?
I imagine we came right after dinner.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
me too.
Sure. Then, let's say you took like an hour or so to eat, and so it's probably nearing like 5-ish.
Okay.
Maybe.
As soon as they go to like drop off their stuff in the vehicle, Phil goes, "Oh!" and he sprints back inside to buy an energy drink.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Easily enough. Little banter of, you forget something, you know.
Monster.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm also going to buy a big ass bottle of water.
Okay. Big bottle of water. Easy.
This time, as Phil walks in, he's like, third time's the charm.
Smiles and, laughs and all that. Yeah, so you get your stuff. So unless there's anything else, you can get to mass.
No, I'm good after my water.
I'm good with skip the mass.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Yeah, so
And that's where we end it now.
eventually, no. Still got like an hour, you good.
Yeah.
So eventually, you guys make it to the church, and you see a bunch of cars that are in the parking lot, as well as some that are like parked on the grass on the sides and stuff. Actually, really, you wouldn't see too many cars now that I think about it, because it seems like a lot of people walked here. It seems, but you do see a couple of cars. That makes more sense to me in my brain. Everybody can walk here easily. So you kind of see like lights on inside, and yeah, you're here.
Is it more like dusk or is it dark out now?
It's getting to be nearing darker, so it's still a little light out from the sun kind of going down.
Okay, so it's like late dusk.
Yeah, late dusk.
As he's putting the car into park, Phil grabs sticks of gum and starts dispersing them to everybody.
Are you implying something?
Phil will look Jesse in the eyes and be like, "Not to you."
Okay.
Andrew notably has not had a drink in the last hour or two, and yeah, he takes it from you, like avoids eye contact, and just like, thank you.
That shit wears off fast.
I mean, it's been like 4 hours.
I pop
You
a-
just said you hadn't had a drink in an hour.
About 2 hours.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I was
I was
gonna
about to
say,
say.
since-
Remember, he chugged the third of the fifth,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
then it's been
it's-
like 7 hours since.
I
then.
had forgotten that
Okay.
like literally an entire meal had come and gone.
That
so
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
That's-
yeah.
Phil-
You guys
Phil
are
would probably not offer gum because he wouldn't see need for it, but he
Okay.
would still pop a stick in his own mouth
okay.
and freely offer it to people if they felt like they needed to.
Andrew would accept wholeheartedly.
I'll still
Okay.
come back with a, but I'll still come back with the. Are you trying to imply?
Right,
Are you
right.
implying something? But I'm gonna do it like I'm smiling on it. I'm just joking.
Yeah, yeah.
Phil kind of takes on a similar tone. He's like, "Don't you know? I saw that Philly cheesesteak had a lot of onions."
Suddenly, this moment has a whole new subtext.
Different context, yeah. Okay. So,
Well, you guys, you head on in, and I'm gonna keep making eggs.
You're not joining us, Jesse?
Well, I was looking at like Andrew, Tipsy Centenny, like Phil not having the shit Wilson, and I was like, Jesse, Eggy, what is Eggy? What is Eggy? And then you said I'm gonna keep making eggs, and I'm like, God damn it!
Yep.
Oh.
I get
Yeah.
it.
So, I'll be here just in case the wolves come to attack the car.
Yeah, just in case one of the eggs hatches.
Yeah. Because I gotta hatch that galaxy egg, man. Just text me if you need me.
Mm.
Not much of a churchgoer.
As Phil's closing the door, he's like, "All right, chicken god."
All right. So, Andrew and Phil, you're going inside.
Yeah.
On the way to the door, Andrew kind of like looks over at Phil and is like, apologies if I was a little abrasive. It just helps when things are a little
Chill?
stressful.
I was a little tipsy. So, get me my Phil.
Phil just claps a hand on Andrew's shoulder, and he's like, "Hey, don't worry about it. I get it. This isn't a typical situation, so I can't give you shit."
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get a drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
And again, still on the walk to the door. Have you?
Sorry, I just realized I had noise cancellation on my mic. Did I come through?
Yeah. You're good. You're fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've been fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Have you done anything like this before?
This is my first time as in a team, and first time dealing with a situation exactly like this. Do me a favor and check your phone in a minute.
Oh, I in the church. That
Uh-huh.
seems a little rude.
Before service starts.
Okay, I can do that.
And once Phil and Andrew have grabbed themselves a seat, reserving the seat beside them in the pew for for Jesse when he shows up.
Sure.
If big
It depends on those eggs. Phil will text Jesse. Usually the stuff I deal with tends more towards the occult and
You mean
less
Andrew?
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I start texting the character, what I deal with usually tends to lie towards more the occult and less so nature.
texting back. Do you really think this is all natural?
Phil just texts back, hell no.
So, when you entered, you can see most of the places is filled, actually. There's a lot of people here, that are just kind of chatting and like sharing, their little, small town gossip, if you will.
Do we
just
see
being
Lauren
friendly.
or Elsie anywhere?
You do see Elsie. She is near to the middle, and Lauren is with her husband and child. They're nearer to the front.
Okay.
Phil like basically like takes off his coat and like drapes it back over the pew to like kind of reserve his seat and mark it as like his. And then he will walk up towards I would assume Father Howe is visible.
Yeah, he's talking to people, kind of nearer to the front and kind of making his way around,
Glad handing the high rollers.
I'll walk up to him and see if I can start a conversation with him.
Yeah, he, after he kind of is talking to somebody, and after, noticing that you're there, he kind of shakes the hand of the person that he's talking to and looks to you and says, "Oh, hello.
Oh, hi,
Good to
how's it
see
going,
ya.
Father?
Good to see you."
Of course, of course. I was blessed to find out Boone had a church, and I figured I'd have to drive to the city.
Of course.
Anyway, I was hoping maybe you could point out Toby Marsh to me.
Oh, sure. He looks over the crowd for a second and kind of smiles as he says, "Well, you can barely see him," and points to a man in a camo outfit sitting
Even at church.
sitting. Yeah, yep. He's sitting kind of nearer to the back, actually. In the back right corner, so you wouldn't have seen him as you came in.
Okay.
But yes, he is. He points him out to you.
Phil kind of like covers like as if like he's like keeping the sun out of his eyes.
Yeah. I got you.
And kind of squints while like he's grinning, and he's like, I think I see him.
Just a hearty chuckle.
And I'll sort of clap the father's like shoulder and be like, "Hey, thanks for the help. We're looking to talk to him, ask a few questions, figure out what's up, and thank you so much."
Yeah, absolutely.
And Andrew
Right.
will just kind of slide in it. Thank you, Father.
Break a leg out there? I don't know.
Don't worry, I understand.
And Phil and Andrew will start making their way over to Toby Marsh.
Sure.
How dare you assume what my character
Hey, you know what?
Right.
I didn't even know you were following me up to talk to the father. You
true.
surprised me when you said something to him, and I like jumped.
Oh shit, you're here.
I mean, shoot.
We need to put a bell on you, or start drinking vodka more regularly, and I can smell it on your breath.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna make your way over to Toby?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm following suit. I'm pretty following at this
Yeah, I figured you're in follower mode.
point. There's a drastic difference between sober Andrew and
Yes.
not.
Absolutely.
And the difference is confidence.
Yup.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
Hmm.
So when you were talking, never mind. You know what? Never mind. I'll ask you later.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Right.
I don't mean to interrupt.
You're good. So yeah, you guys make your way kind of back through the aisle over to the other side of that pew where Toby is sitting. He's definitely watching you as you're coming over. As he like noticed you looking at him before with your exaggerated movements and such. So he's watching as you come over, and
As he walks over, Phil just grins and waves hello.
Well, he starts with a hello.
How's
What
it
can
going?
I do for you? I saw
what's-
you noticing me, or the father pointing me out.
Andrew just gives a kind of awkward wave.
Hi. My name is Phil Wilson. This is my my coworker Andrew Centeni, and
Oh, it's a
I don't know Jesse's last name.
Waterman.
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 Yeah.
And we actually should be joined here fairly quickly by our third coworker, Jesse Waterman. Anyway, we're from the EPA, and we heard on fairly good authority that you know the woods here pretty well and spend some time out in them, and we after recent events, we were looking to take a look in the area and figured who knows the woods better than the huntsman himself. So we were looking to gain a bit of insight from you.
Make me a persuasion real quick.
Sure thing.
Don't fuck it up.
Just to see.
I am not a social person.
I am.
39,
Yep.
but my persuade is 20.
Ah,
Alright.
Oh.
So
Of course,
he
this
draws
would
his
be-
gun and shoots. No.
Of course, this would be after the service. I wouldn't ask you to go into detail with everyone around, but
yeah.
hoping to gain some guidance.
I can tell you a few things, I guess, but yeah, after the service.
Of course.
Definitely.
And I'll point over in the general direction of our pew.
Right.
And like, we're sitting over there, so just
I'll meet you outside when. service
Yeah.
is done.
And nice to meet you.
You as well.
You know what?
Pleasure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's up?
So I take it that while I'm in the car, I have my shit muted and stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Would I hear any sort of like organ music at any point? Like
You
to
once,
signal like it's beginning or whatever.
Yeah. Once the service starts, you would. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll put my phone down for once in my life, in my millennial life.
Oh my God.
I
Yeah.
love the irony that you're like an outdoorsman who is addicted to his phone.
Yeah, right. It's great.
Yeah.
So I'll put my phone down, and I want to like get out of the van,
Mhm.
stretch a little bit, and I want to just kind of walk around the parking lot. What kind of cars are in the parking lot?
Okay. You see a blue kind of sedan looking car. You see a couple of trucks, open top. And you see one more that is it looks more like a kind of like farm truck.
Okay. Do any of the trucks, and then like when you say open top, you mean like they have a flatbed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do any of those
No,
trucks?
customers.
Yeah. Do any of those trucks have dirty or muddy wheels?
The farm one definitely.
Okay. Does that mud look fresh?
No. It looks caked on.
Okay.
Love a girl.
And since it's like 7 p.m., it's relatively dark.
Mhm.
I want to take a little peek in the windows.
Okay. Why don't you, just to see if you notice anything of interest, give me a search check.
Okay. $15.
15.
Wow.
Damn.
Good. So
I'm on
you
fire
see-
tonight.
Yeah. Looking in, you see a couple of things. You see a very like it's not like hidden much, but it is like kind of between the seat and the side of the passenger side. You see
It's in the black hole.
Yeah, you see a rifle sticking up, kind of angled back a little, just kind of wedged into the seat. You also see like what looks to be like I guess it would be rope that's kind of on the floor of the passenger side. That's about everything you can see just through the windows.
Is there anything in the back, like the flatbed?
In the flatbed, there isn't really. I guess there would be a bear trap.
Okay. Does that bear trap look dirty or bloody?
No.
Okay.
It looks a little like. I guess it looks like generally dirty, not like.
Looks used, but not like filthy.
Yes, exactly. It's not brand new.
Okay, it's not brand new. Okay.
I realize I've seen more bear traps used in fiction to capture people than bears.
Because they're very good at capturing
They're
people.
pretty good at capturing people, that's true.
That's why.
I think so as well.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fuck.
I imagine they were used more commonly way back when. Now you don't really trap bears.
Yeah,
that's
probably.
You mostly just leave them alone.
At least not our people.
I know it's not the scenario you're describing, but I would just like to imagine like bear traps that are like opened so they're like round, you know?
Yeah.
Those are the wheels on his vehicle.
Hell yeah, dude.
That'd be kind of cool, but
yeah.
We're not in Mad Max, I'm sorry.
Are there... So I looked in like the driver windows.
Yeah,
and like the front windows. How about the windows for the seats behind the driver, or are there any seats behind there?
Considering this is like more of a like a farm kind of truck, it only has that cab. It's really there's no passenger seats in the back.
Okay. Does that rope look interesting in particular, or no?
Why don't you give me an awareness?
Okay. I'll have to check what my awareness is. I think it's still 60. Let's see.
I swear to God, if you pick the lock into his vehicle.
Alertness?
Or yeah, alertness, sorry.
Okay.
I'm thinking vampire again.
Yeah, no problem. 38.
38 out of
60.
Oh yeah. Okay. Easy success. Yeah, so looking kind of in and at the rope, it looks a bit frayed. And looking at it closer, it looks like it's actually it seems to have been it's two pieces of rope. Definitely both frayed at two ends. It seems like it was snapped or something.
Okay. Does the bear trap in the back appear to have any damage to it or the chain attached to it? I assume it has a chain attached.
Yeah, looking at it, no. It doesn't seem to have any damage whatsoever. Seems like it's just it's
just a separate thing.
Yeah, it seems like it's just there.
And the rope, it doesn't appear to be bloody or anything like that?
No.
Bloody, dirty?
It just looks... It looks a little dirty. Definitely more dirty than typical rope color. But the most notable thing about it is that it looks to be snapped.
Okay.
In twain.
And then, I guess, what is the condition of the rifle?
Looks clean. Looks nice. Looks like it's well maintained.
Okay. And I don't believe a standard lockpicking kit can even get into a car lock, so I'm not even going to bother. Plus, I don't want to set off a car alarm, so I'll just head back to the car.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what? Before I do...
Okay.
Apologies.
No,
I'll take a picture of the bear trap and the rope with my phone, with the best angle I can get.
Yeah, easily enough. You do as best you can.
Just rodeo the bear trap around. We now have a weapon to fight against the wolves with.
That's true.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you find those things and then return to the van. So I know Brogan has stepped away for a moment, but really, the service kind of goes as the service does for like an hour or so.
So you're gonna sing a hymn for us?
Nope.
Rip
Not
off.
gonna be that authentic. No. Because that would take a couple of minutes, and I
Yeah.
don't want to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's not gonna sing us a hymn. He's gonna preach to us a sermon.
Well,
True.
no. But you
Yeah. Yeah, Shobnigorath.
do.
Would you like me to ad lib a sermon
No,
for you?
No.
Follow Jesus, you fuckers.
There
Sermon
you go.
over.
There it is. So, of note though, actually, it's interesting. Something that I remember. Fucking hymns are actually like copyright as fuck. Like, they have like special things in order to print them on like bulletins and stuff. It's a whole thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, I remember that
Makes
from
sense.
when I was
God's
working.
pretty serious about copyright.
He is. Yeah, he'll get your ass.
yeah.
Take you to court.
Mm.
But so of note though, the things that really stand out is the end, where the Pastor Howe talks about the fundraising still for the funeral, and if people are able to please give to make sure that happens. It's a little somber, but he's he apologizes for it and says it's kind of necessary to keep asking until
Indeed.
the goal is met. And some people are giving for that specifically as the offering plate kind of goes around again. Other than that, you notice before that, I guess another thing of note would be you see Lauren, her husband, and her kid, and a few other people are up and singing, like in front of people, like giving a performance of a hymn for everybody to listen to, and you see Elsie during that is playing the organ. Other than that, nothing really of note. Pretty typical church service. Yeah, so once that's over, it's about a little closer to 8, I would say. Just because people are getting in and then milling together, and then just takes a little bit to get to the service part. It's not really on a strict timetable, but the service kind of comes to an end. Everybody, starts chatting again, and some start leaving and chatting with each other, and making their way out. So both of you inside, you are able to leave if you would like.
Andrew 100% follows Phil's lead.
Now,
Phil.
As people begin to leave, I'm gonna put my phone down again, and I'm gonna be watching people who go to their cars, and I'm gonna specifically watch to see who goes for that truck.
So no one goes for the truck. In fact, what you do notice is that Toby, as you don't know him yet, but you recognize Camo, although it's a little dark, but you can kind of see, it's a little darker.
There's probably lights near the entrance.
Exactly. And like his clothing is a little darker than everybody else's, really. So, and it's definitely like all of the one pattern, right? So it's pretty easy to distinguish. But he is waiting kind of near the stairway that leads up into the building, and Phil and Andrew, if you guys leave pretty quickly,
I am actually real quick before we go to meet with Toby Marsh, just gonna run up to the front of the church, thank Father Howe for the service, and then head outside.
Oh yeah. He's happy that you have attended, and asks you if you thought it was a good service.
I actually thought it was pretty inspiring.
Good.
I really liked the part about how David killed Jezebel with a spear. It was great.
Pretty great.
I like to imagine that
That's my
Andrew's,
favorite chapter
Honestly,
of the Bible.
the general like vibe you get is solidarity. Like
Okay.
everybody being together as a community. It is very much somber a lot of the time. Just because the incident is still weighing upon a lot of them, you can tell.
In that case, if that was the theme, then what I instead say was like, is very inspiring to have I feel that coming together is so much more important, and that kinship that we all have. We're all God's children, you know?
Absolutely. Well, good. I hope that it it helps bring you closer to to finding out what happened.
Yes, and speaking of which, actually, I have to go to talk to Toby, and I don't want to
course.
keep him waiting, so I'll
course.
wish you a good night, Father.
Good night.
And I will, like, start quickly making my way outside.
Andrew gives kind of an awkward, like, half bow, half wave, and, like, follows suit.
He waves to you. And yeah, you guys make your way out, and Jesse, you notice them coming out and meeting with Toby.
Okay.
So, upon coming together, he nods to both of you and says, let's move away from the entryway so that we don't.
Yes, of course. We don't want to
Sure.
He kind of
expose everyone else. So.
he actually brings you both over to that truck. It's a little way.
Can I roll something to try to incorporate something that the pastor said in his sermon into trying to convince him to help us?
Sure. You could try Humint, you could try Persuade,
Here's all you gotta do. Help us! Jesus! He probably said Jesus.
Probably did.
He probably
He
did.
probably did talk about Jesus a couple of times. You never know.
Big ol' Jesus.
Yeah. So I give you either of those if you want.
I'll go for. Oh right, I should mark Persuade because I failed that one time earlier. I'll go for Persuade.
Okay.
42. Nope.
Okay. So you try to incorporate it to kind of get a little bit more, in as you're talking to him. He's like, look, you don't need to worry about me not helping you. That's if I recognize what you're trying to do here.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend. Just we talked to what was her face? The officer.
Jay Scott.
Shay, yeah. Officer
Shay, yes.
Scott. Yeah.
We talked to Officer Scott today and basically got told that our interference wasn't welcome. So I'm trying not to step on toes. I'm trying to help people out.
Well, something you gotta know about Scott is that she doesn't like federal types. She doesn't like the feds.
Yeah,
She
sort of.
seems to care for her people.
He does. Her heart's in the right place.
Phil sort of like on hearing Toby talk about her not liking federal types, he kind of does a nervous neck rub and like laughing grin like yeah I got that feeling.
Yeah. I'm just honestly surprised that the EPA would even send some people out.
Well, normal
human life is important, and
yeah,
and two incidents in a row is suspect.
yeah.
Sure.
If it's like one and then a couple states over, like next month another one, that is I hate to say to be expected, but it falls within normal parameters.
Sure.
When two incidents like this happen in one small town a week apart from each other, you start getting things to be a bit suspect. So there's, water samples and stuff, dirt samples, various flora, fauna we need to look at. But we're trying to get an idea of the lay of the land from you, and to find out what it is you happen to know.
Okay.
Phil, you're putting the poor man to sleep.
No, he's being attentive.
I know. I'm just joking. Anyway, go on.
He's like, well, I'll be whatever help I can be. What do you need to know?
Have the local wildlife have they been different?
Yeah. You could say that. A little strange. A couple of things, but I assume you know about, the state of our friends. That's
why that's why we're here.
Yeah. That's a little weird. Just 'cause you don't really see animals doing that. Just right off the bat. And coincidentally, I found a couple of other animals that were a little similar, I guess.
Similar to what?
The bodies of our friends.
Was it just a similar method of predation, or like similar size, or?
Well, it seems like whatever did it the same way to each of them, as far as I can tell. Though there's one that's a little bigger than all the rest that seemed a little strange, but so I go out a lot, right? It's kind of how I,
It's why we're talking to you.
Fair enough. It's kind of how I make my my keep. I go out and I hunt things, and I bring them to, be used and get some money out of it. But yeah, past few weeks have been a little strange. I've started finding a couple of torn up animals. Yeah. At first the first one I thought, oh, that's just weird, but it was, the first one, so it didn't really strike me as too different. It was just odd. Deer was kind of torn up, just all over the place, it seemed. I kind of, looked at it a bit, but it wasn't really. Something just had a bad day, I guess. I don't know. At that time, that's what I thought. And then a few days later, I'm out again, different part. I find a coyote. And that was strange.
Yes, don't they? And Phil kind of like looks towards Jesse's. Like, don't they usually travel in packs?
Jesse isn't there.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought he was.
Not yet. No.
Ooh, I'm here in spirit.
He is there in spirit. But yeah. To be honest, I don't know if it was one coyote. Kind of didn't. It was hard to tell, but think there was more than one among what I found.
Phil kind of furrows his brow.
Yeah. And so I started thinking something big's in the area, right? Something bigger that's kind of trying to mark its territory or something, right? Like that. That's just where you go with that. It's strange, but could have been. I don't know. But the weirdest part about it, well, I mean, I don't know. I found bits of these coyotes like against the trees, and I'm not talking just like on the ground against them. I mean, mashed into the trees.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've never
I-
seen something like this before.
I was gonna say there was an interesting conversation I had with Jesse earlier today, in fact, about there's some kind of bird called a shrike, apparently, that will do similar things to insects.
Well, isn't that usually on a thorny kind of bush?
Yeah, or like razor wire or whatever.
Something that actually can keep a point and keep it.
Yeah.
No, these coyote bodies were pretty in there. Looks like they were put in there with some force.
So not just like the coyote was flung against the trunk by something angry.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. It you know, he kind of pats his pockets for a second and finds his phone.
Yes.
I can show you what I found. Hang on.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. Also, if you wouldn't mind, I would be, as one man who spends a lot of time outdoors to another, I would be delighted to change numbers or exchange numbers, just so if we find anything, we can let you know. If you find anything, let us know. And
sure, yeah. Number is exchanged.
Thank you.
He starts scrolling through his phone and says, "It's been a little bit. Hang on." And then he kind of he kind of gets to a point and goes, "Right. Hope you don't have weak stomachs." And kind of puts them in front of both of you. I want you both to make a sanity roll.
Oh fuck!
Looks like they do have weak stomachs.
I was just gonna say those don't last long in this profession, but we're gonna find out.
Sanity is rolling under our current sanity points, right?
Under current.
Oh,
rolled an 85. I fail.
Okay.
Current sanity points.
Right under
page
your
1.
stats.
Derived attributes: maximum, current, motivations, and mental, bonds, distinguishing features, statistics.
It's under derived attributes.
It's under derived attributes.
Derived attributes.
So derived attributes.
Yeah.
I rolled a 59 and I have 78.
Okay, you're only gonna lose one.
Alejo, do me one favor real quick. Do you remember what my current sanity was at? Because apparently mine did not save properly. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
And what happens?
I thought I succeeded.
No. You're fine. You.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you. So you did succeed. You take 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how much do I lose?
Do you want me to roll or do you want to roll?
I'll roll. What do I roll?
Roll a d6 for me.
Woo! D6. Oh, that's not too bad. What am I gonna roll? A 6?
You're looking at a picture.
2.
Okay, you lose
Nice.
2. So it's a little unsettling as you look at these images of bones, of fur matted into trees, like protruding from these trees. It looks as though they have been driven into these trees. You can see the bark splintered. You see a leg sticking out. You also see of a tree.
Wow.
Like you see these things that are driven, and he's got 3 or 4 pictures of different kinds of sets of these.
Shit.
There are just many parts of these coyotes that have been fucking driven,
Literally nailed into the tree.
basically it looks like something intentionally fucking did this. There's no other way that this works.
They look like nailed in, or like
they look like they were put in there with great force. You don't know
the
how.
bark is like cracked and broken
Yep.
around. Jesus.
This
Yep. It is definitely unnatural and unsettling when you think about this being an animal.
Phil kind of raises a fist to his mouth, and then looks over to Andrew and goes, "You know what this reminds me of, Andrew? That one time,
Saw 4.
and
Like I said, sophomore year.
Saw 4
This,
in high school, like getting wedged in a
this-
locker. Just me.
no, that one time that we went to it was that hurricane call in Louisiana, and we saw like various bits and bobs of someone's like antique goods store were like driven into a fence post because they hit so hard because of the wind.
Oh my god.
Kind of gives me that vibe.
And you're like lying about this on purpose, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I suppose has the weather here been anything but normal lately?
He's just shaking his head like, no, it's been fine. It's been pretty nice these past few weeks, honestly. Just a bit of rain every now and again.
Would I hate to have to ask for these photos, but would you mind texting those to me? It's for reports.
Sure.
Thank you.
Well, I got more of some of the other things
fun.
that I found.
Oh, joy.
Sorry.
You know what? I'm going to try to phrase it in such a way as this is an overarching example.
Mhm.
I don't need everyone.
Sure.
I mean, I hate to speak for Phil here, but honestly, the more pictures we have, the better.
Sure.
Hush, Phil. He's speaking for you.
Yeah.
I can send them to you.
Phil just kind of grimaces and he goes, "Andrew, why'd you speak up?"
If they make you uncomfortable, Phil, you can just text them to me, Toby.
Sure, if that works.
Here, here I'll give you my number, and I give him the number of the burner phone.
Yeah.
Specifically of the burner phone.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay. Yeah. So he texts you the pictures, and as he's doing it, he's talking like now. This one is about the deer that I found after the coyotes.
If you would, by the way, maybe dates and locations of where each incident was, if you remember.
I don't remember exactly, but I have a thing at home that I can look at. I wrote them down in that.
Oh, okay, yeah, perfect.
Yeah. I can send that to you later if you like.
Thank you. I would be very appreciative.
Sure, yeah. But anyway, and
we appreciate your assistance in this. I know this must be not easy.
Yeah.
it's well, I just want to see something done about it. That's all.
That's
So-
that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, how long has Jesse been sitting in the car, essentially just watching them talk?
It's been like 10, 15 minutes at this point. It's not been
Okay.
too long.
Okay. So after watching them talk and basically just watching, I think I'm gonna put my phone down and I'm just gonna like grab the arms of my chair in the car, or my seat, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna start like rocking back and forth and try to get the car to rock back and forth.
Okay.
You okay?
You start
Are
to
you trying to get our attention?
No.
to rock the car.
Basically, I'm just trying to troll and just see if I can get you to look at the car. It's like, what the hell's going on with that car?
Yeah. Start rocking the car back and forth and making moans.
Right.
No.
You start doing that.
I don't care if they don't notice.
Sure. At the moment, they wouldn't be looking towards you, and unfortunately, Toby doesn't seem to be paying attention.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. So, he's like, so this is the deer that I found, and then after that, he goes and sends you that picture, and you see a deer corpse that is torn the fuck up. A lot of it seems to be missing, but you see a lot of it. It's not as horrific as the bones and shit protruding out of trees.
Okay,
So
this
you don't
is
have to
just
make
like
an
a
additional
main
sanity
point,
roll.
that's it.
You're all right.
I am going to ask a very obvious question that Aiden already knows the
Of course.
answer to. But when we see the like deer that's half gone, we don't see like the hind half of the skeleton or even bones nearby. We just see it looks like someone took an animal and ripped it in half.
Yeah. Well, so it's like ripped in half and then diced up basically and like fucking shredded.
Yeah.
So you can see some bones in some places, sure, but not.
Yeah,
It's
I
not.
I was just asking because, like, if say a bunch of animals, for an example, we'll just say wolves.
Yeah.
If wolves ate a deer and then for whatever demented reason decide to start eating it ass first, like hyenas,
Mhm.
we would find a lot of like vertebrae, the pelvis and
Yep.
stuff nearby the
Mhm.
front half.
Yeah, you don't see that.
Yeah.
And you see as he sends the final picture of a moose, different angles of a moose. Half of it is gone, like fucking torn, gone.
Now,
Like,
is it the same half both times for the moose and the deer?
I'll be right back.
okay, the moose is only the front half, and the deer is like it's all there, kind of, but a lot of it is like it's like the meats and some of the bones and such are missing for the deer. But the whole half of the moose is gone. It looks to be torn right off. Yeah, you can see like guts and stuff falling out of it, basically.
Guts and stuff.
Yeah,
Nice.
from the front half, that are just on the ground.
Quick, dig Anakin out of there.
Right, yeah.
Or no, Luke, not
Luke,
Anakin. My bad.
yeah. Auton.
They smelled bad on the inside. On the outside.
But he sends you all these and then says, yeah, so strange, really strange. I also have this. Don't know if you'll need it, but I've been tracking some things. Looks like closest thing that I can say is a wolf. Although it's big, whatever the fuck it is. Here, and he pulls up a picture, and you see a print in the ground.
Okay.
Big. Not entirely like a wolf, but sort of wolf-like in the sense that it has pads, but
This is gonna be a stretch, but
Okay.
could I roll anthropology to see if it's anything like any of the footprints that the people I've studied would have followed for tracking purposes?
you may attempt.
Thank you. Like I don't think this is going to go anywhere, but I haven't thought a lot.
Might as well try.
52 on my 50.
Well, you fail, unfortunately, but you get to mark it.
What else? What did I
it,
fail earlier? I forgot to write it down. What did I fail earlier?
You failed. Ooh, that's a good question.
It was something. Oh no, it was a sanity roll. Never mind.
Right. Yeah. It was a sanity. But looking at it, it doesn't remind you of anything that you've come across in your studies.
Fair.
And to also, like, looking at it, the extremities, which there are extremities, not just the pads being very close to the base of the print. They're farther out.
Oh.
It seems like these extremities are a bit longer than they should be.
Oh.
I'd like you to give me another sanity.
I can do that. Now this is below my new current, right?
Yes.
How's a 96?
Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? Would you like to roll? Or...
Blue moon.
Wait, no, that. Yeah.
Would you?
What do you want me to roll?
Roll another d6 for me, if you.
Damn it, d6. Oh, damn.
That's another 2.
Okay.
All right.
How close are you to your breaking point?
I'm still 8 from my breaking point.
Okay, you're still fine, and you haven't lost 5 in one go, so you're totally fine. You're not having a.
What happens if you lose 5 in one go?
You have a temporary insanity.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Where you could fight, flight, flee, or hide.
Just fucking book it back to the van.
Yeah, you could. We'll when it comes to time, we can determine how your character would react to the situation.
Yeah.
That's
it doesn't have to be like he shows you the photo, you break, and then you punch him in the fucking face.
Exactly. So yeah, it's weird. It's not right, and it's settling. It's like you're putting together the images you saw before plus this, and it's just it's not meshing well, right? And it's just unsettling.
Does it mesh at all with any of the strange meat we found in Toby's cellar?
With any of the strange meat?
So you said we found something in his meat cellar, like on the table.
Oh, okay. Those were the hides that you found.
Yeah, hides. Sorry. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But you said we still found something like a strange-looking hide, right?
Yeah, they were clawed and they were like torn up.
Okay, so they look like the hide of the victims.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the hide of anything that you've. Like anything unnatural.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's just weird, right?
That's a statement.
And he shows you this and then says, it's I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody about this because
at all.
No, not about this. It's I mean, it's right there. You can see it, but part of me doesn't even know and believe.
It's certainly uncommon.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, and Andrew's like clearly shaking a little bit just from the unsettling nature. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head what it is, but we'll send.
It's probably just a bear. It's probably something, just a bear or something that I just haven't seen before.
You're probably not too far off, but we should likely, just for the safety of the local ecosystem and the residents of Boone, we will run it by home base.
Yeah. The only other thing that I've seen around has been I've seen wolf eyes in the distance when I've been hunting, and I think that's if not partially, but could be just some rabid wolves or something that are out in the area.
So they're watching you, the hunter.
Ah,
I return to you now.
welcome back. It feels that way. I don't know. They don't. They go away when I, kind of try to find them. But
Do you hunt alone, Mr. Marsh?
yeah,
Good to know. Good to know.
Out
It's not
of-
unheard of for people to in times of stress to imagine things, but we will
Yeah.
take your accounts into to consideration.
yeah.
Out of curiosity, are there any mines in the area within like 60 miles or so?
Not that I know of.
Okay, well, there goes that. Uh, Sorry, it's mines tend to mess with the groundwater.
Sure.
And Phil is just straight up bullshitting.
Right,
He's
yeah.
like, there was actually this call we went on a few years ago where some chromium and like he's
Right.
borrowing his chemistry knowledge.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah. Totally.
some chromium deposits actually got exposed to some local water, and they started to happen to make chromic acid, which is heavily toxic.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that.
So yeah, no, we're just
Yeah.
if it were something as simple as a mine, then we could find out the root cause of this. But I would recommend after seeing those photos,
Yeah.
that you take care out in the woods, okay?
Oh, I have been. Don't worry. I never go anywhere without my rifle and a few other things.
Yeah,
I'll be
I
alright.
can't say as I blame you.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I mean, those strange prints, I find them every now and again. Uh, I don't know. Probably a bear. Probably a bear around here. That's what Sheriff Scott's talking about. And it's probably the case. Either rabid bear, rabid wolves, something's around here that's bigger than a coyote. I know that much.
Well,
Seems-
we'll be sure to do our ecological research, and
Right.
we'll let you know if we find anything that will affect your livelihood.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Anything else you need from me? Anything you need to know other than that?
And anything you can think of, Phil.
That's it for right now, at least. But
Alright.
if something comes up later, we have each other's numbers. So
Sure.
stay
Yeah,
safe
I'll
out
get
there.
you those coordinates.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Just stay safe out there, and hopefully we see each other soon.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go home and go to bed. I gotta wake up early if I want to see if I can get another couple
Yeah,
of things. So.
absolutely. Well, happy hunting.
Thanks.
Have
You
good-
too.
Yeah. Phil just kind of like cocks ahead, like, yeah, about that.
Good night.
Good
Kind
night.
of turns
Drive
around
safe.
and unlocks his truck and gets in.
Yeah, Phil will start headed back to our vehicle.
Sure.
Which
Did you
is
notice
rocking.
it rocking?
Yes.
That boy has a hell of an egg.
And like as you approach, you can see through the windshield. I'm just like holding onto the seat and just like
He is intentionally
I'm-
rocking.
Yeah, I'm just watching you as you approach.
You make eye contact. It's weird.
I'm making eye contact as Jesse is gleefully entertaining himself
Yeah,
with rocking
exactly.
the vehicle, and he's
It's
like, you know, the lodge is only a few miles away. We could just walk, and I could take the keys with me.
Yeah, I couldn't even hear that.
Oh no, it was for Andrew's benefit.
Still couldn't hear that.
Yeah.
I'd rather drive. I'd just like to sit down.
Yeah, especially with what's going on.
Mm.
And I open up the door and be like,
Yeah.
so, how many eggs?
I stopped a while ago
Oh,
because I wanted to check Toby's car.
oh yeah, and rock hours.
Oh yeah.
And
Did
Andrew kind of
you-
really just gets in the back seat, kind of quiet.
Phil like closes the door and he's like, now, did you try rocking Toby's car?
No, I did not. I didn't want to set off any car alarms.
You know what? Actually, fair.
Yeah.
Although, you know, small Midwestern town, and I look towards, what's Toby drive? I assume a Jeep?
No, it's that truck.
It's like a farm truck basically. Like it's one of those short cab pickups.
Phil looks towards it. He's like, I think you would have been fine.
Oh.
I'm not saying you would or wouldn't have completely, because I can't be completely confident.
Yeah.
But I think you would have been fine.
Well, I was able to get a look inside, and there wasn't really much worth rummaging through.
Do you have a gun?
Yes, he did. He had a rifle. Good
Yeah.
condition.
Yeah, he says he doesn't go anywhere without it.
He also had a bear trap in the back. Didn't look bloody. Looked like it has seen somewhat regular use. Not filthy, but a little bit dirty. And what was interesting to me was a rope that was somewhat dirty, but it looked like it had been snapped, not cut. And I'll whip out my phone and show him the picture.
Oh.
So yeah, that seems to have been broken somehow. Not 100% sure why. I checked the bear trap to see if it had any damage that would correlate to being pulled and yanked on, but no, nothing.
Well, and Phil, as they're driving to the hotel, I would assume?
Sure. Yeah.
Lodge?
Well, it's the lodge.
The
yeah.
lodge. Yeah.
Okay. As Phil is driving to the lodge, we'll fill you in on like everything that happened inside the church. What the quick rundown of like what happened inside the church. And
what was said between you guys.
mhm.
You didn't happen to ask which directions those weird prints were going in, did you?
I did not, but you know what? I can text Toby and
Okay.
let him know that I'm giving out your number to you, and you can text him.
Okay. Then once he gives me that number, I'll go ahead and send a message and say, "Hello, my name is Jesse Waterman. I'm the associate of Phil Wilson and Andrew. What is Andrew's name? Oh, Andrew Santeni. Yes. I'm their associate, and I wanted to ask about those very strange, creepy prints that you found, and I wanted to ask which direction the freshest ones were heading in whenever you discovered them."
Okay. He gets back to you. Says, good to meet you. They were going west.
Okay.
Which one of these?
The most recent one that he found would be the one that was at the second body.
Yeah.
And
And then the
going-
moose.
Yeah. Well, the moose ones. So the moose
This
ones
was the
wouldn't be
moose, yeah?
most recent.
Oh, okay, but,
the moose
well,
ones
the
are,
one-
are sorry. Where were they? My brain. No, it was this one. Sorry.
Yeah,
no,
this
sorry.
one.
No, Moose is
So,
5.
so
Yeah, moose is
this
5. Sorry, moose is 5. Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and
Second
then the
box.
tracks leaving from there were going west.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's at least something.
So. Yeah. So you guys make your way to the lodge. It takes you probably 10 minutes to get there from the center of town, really. It's not too far. And I think that's where we'll pick it up next time, because that seems like
Oh
a
my
good,
god, it's midnight. Holy
yeah,
shit.
that seems like
Yep.
a good ending point.
Yeah.
Okay.
to the
Pretty cool,
lodge.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
When
I'm-
they get settled in, Phil will make sure to text.
Oh, there'll be a whole thing. Don't worry, we'll get there.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to say that Phil has texted Toby that once he, gets the information that all the bodies were at, mention well, we're staying at the Lost Pines Lodge
okay.
for now. It seems to be the epicenter of what's going on.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Cool. So,
Okay.
sounds good. Good shit, everybody.
Good shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was on fire tonight. I didn't fail a single.
You guys did well.